someone who needed saving. Do, 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 do. Why is it so pink? Hmm. Why do I look like this? Why for do I look so orange pinky or yellowish? Interesting. Miss Santana, hey boo. What's going on? Angelina, dark one. Okay, that's Val. Steve Albuquerque, what's popping? Ooh. Mm. Ooh. Uh. Rick and Sissy Williamson. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know it's late. Better late than never, right? Ooh. I was out running around in the sun today. And you know me, procrastination station. Procrastination station. Ooh, 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 ooh. The like button for mama. Do it. Do it. Yes, honey. Robert, what's up? No, you not first. You not first, Robert. Nope, nope, nope. Miss Santana. Bam, beat you to it for sure. Hey, Sydney. Angelina. Oh, Angelina was in there second. Eddie, what's up? Sup, G? What's up, G? Ooh. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, remember when Daryl was complaining about them seeing the car, and he just could not understand why they were gonna go do it without his consent. That was fun. Mm. What are my hobbies? Well, right now my hobby is my vlog channel. Right now, that's my hobby. I didn't have a steady hobby. I didn't really, cause it's like, I don't know, staring at my computer, doom scrolling. Does that count as a hobby? A hobby is a hobby. What you do the most? If it is, then doom scrolling. If it's what you love the most, then it definitely is not doom scrolling. Yeah, my hobby right now is my vlog. That's my hobby. That's my thing that I love at this point in my life. Jamie, yes, you did. You made it. You're here. Christy, what's up, baby? How you doing, children? Let me send out the bat signal. Let's see. Mm-mm. 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 Yes, honey. Ooh. Put this one here. Yeah, mama don't gotta work tomorrow, so. Period. 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 Exclamation point. Legetta, hey boo. Let's see. Ooh. Mm. La da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's see. Mm. It's my jar. Have I emptied my jar? Nope. I gotta empty my jar. I gotta do it. Ooh, I gotta do it. Hey, JB. You did. You finally made a live stream. Look at you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Ooh. Hey, Marilyn. Oh, yeah. Send an alert to my Discord. Okay. Ooh. Okay. 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 Oh, thank you, Jeanette, for my coins. Ooh. Ching. Ching. Thank you, baby. Mama, appreciate you. Ooh. Let's see. Sammy got going. Text by Sammy saying, well, actually, if I send it to the Discord, it might be. Oh, well, Miss Santana already put it in there. Miss Santana done already did. Sure did. Mama is live. It's so true. It's so true. It's a true statement. La, da, 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 da. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, hey, James. What's up? What's going on with you? Let's see what's popping with the Darrell.
All right. Then I want to talk briefly about the jury view. I did provide the parties with a proposed instruction. Before I get to that, though, Mr. Brooks, I have been thinking about your request yesterday. And I know I indicated to you that I would require you to be there. I've rethought that. I've had the overnight to really think about it. And if that is your decision to not be present for that,
yeah, I'm going to respect that.
What I would say is this. I want you to be advised that you have a right to be at that jury view. Did you hear me say that?
I'm aware.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much told me yesterday about, everything that was going on. I didn't agree to or consent to it being, I was still confused about why did there even need to be a jury view. That was my whole thing. I don't see the relevancy of it, and I also didn't agree with or consent to having to be part of something that I don't see as relevant.
I appreciate you making a record of that, but did you hear what I said, that you have a right to be present for it? I've ruled that let me back up. There's been a request from the state to have the jury look at the vehicle that was recovered by the police and, of course, is alleged to be the vehicle that was driven through the parade. Did you hear me advise you of that?
Yes, I heard.
All right, so that motion was addressed previously, and I granted the request for that jury view. Did you hear me say that?
I'm informed.
I'm informed.
All right, thank you. So with that, you have a right to be present at that jury view. Did you hear me say that?
I'm informed.
I'm informed.
And I would like you to be there. I believe it is a piece of evidence. That's why I've drafted jury instruction 152 the way that I did. Did you hear me say that?
I'm informed.
So my question to you then this morning is, do you want to be present at the jury view of the vehicle?
I don't see the reason why I would need to be present.
Well, that's my question to you, though, is do you want to be present for it? You are the accused in this case. You're the person who the state has alleged committed these acts. It's the jury view will be to view a piece of evidence.
Tony Marquise is presently door dashing in Waukesha. Tony, watch out for Slender Man. That's all I'm going to say. Watch out for the Slender Man. Don't go attending any parades either, okay? Leave the parades and the woods alone, okay? Not DoorDash. Not the DoorDash in Waukesha. Lord Jesus. That's some scary stuff. It's not a lot going on in Waukesha, but it seems like whenever something do, it's something terrible. It always be something awful. You know what I'm saying? They don't have little crimes. They got big ones. They got big ones. You ain't no Slender Man. That's where Slender Man's at. Slender Man is in Waukesha. How do you not know that? Okay? You got to be careful.
Evidence that frankly can't come into the courtroom due to its size. And the jury's going to be shown that. So do you want to be present at that?
For the record, I'm not a person. I'm a human being.
That's right. You tell him.
And
tell her, Darrell.
No, I do not consent to or agree to being present at the jury view.
You tell her how you feel, Darrell.
All right, then I'm going to honor his request. But what I am going to do, though, is as part of that process in any event, because it's being done in a secure location, is I have ordered that I want to make a record of what's being done.
Yes,
I want a visual record of what is being done. And so this jury view is going to take place in the Sally Port of the jail. And precautions are being taken so that the jurors do not know where it's at. It'll look like a garage, right? Anything that says jail within the Sally Port is being covered up. That will be verified before anyone is taken in there. They will be transported to there. I'm not sure if they'll walk or drive because it's very close. But then the sheriff's department, because it's, as the court official, I'm in charge of keeping the record, not keeping the record. I'm in charge of making the record. It's the better way to say it. Mm-hmm. And I want to make sure that there's a record of what is done for this trial and certainly for any appellate purposes if need be. The sheriff's department, the sheriff's.
Oh, yeah, he knows. Tony knows about the Slender Man. I think he was just kidding. He knows, Marilyn. He knows. He knows. And I know he knows.
Department is obviously charged with the security and safety of a courtroom, including the jurors. And so I have asked the sheriff's department to record. And so there is a camera with that will be on a tripod that will record what's there before anyone gets there. I've instructed them to take that camera to walk around the vehicle and while it's recording to put it back on the tripod. And before the jurors and the court are brought in, once we are brought in, it will also be recorded, and that contemporaneous recording, so that will be as I will walk. We will walk around the vehicle one time. That will be recorded, and then both of those recordings are going to be made part of the record. Because the second recording is for the record and has the jurors, at this point I'm going to seal it so that at least until the conclusion of the case, given the order that I have regarding the what's referenced as an anonymous or numbered jury, so that will be sealed. But what will be released to the public or be made part of the public record, and so therefore any media request would be that recording that just shows the vehicle without the jurors in it and without the court. So, and then I plan on also bringing that back to the courtroom.
Darrell, they're just going to take a tour of the car. They're going to see a house. It's going to be like Cribs. You know, it's going to be like MTV Cribs. You know, they're going to open the door. They're going to be like, welcome to my crib. And they're going to be like, okay, if you look in the back, you'll see a back seat / Darrell's bedroom. If you go farther back, look behind that seat, you'll see the back. That's Darrell's bathroom. That's the trunk / shitter. Okay? That's what that is. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. The front, that's the living room where he kept the television. Very much so. That's the living room. Okay. All right. That's the living room and the den. There's a dining room. There's a living room and dining room. The living room is the driver's seat. The dining room is the passenger seat. You know? It's a 2-bedroom house. The 2 seats in the back seat. Those the 2 bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Darrell fancy, honey.
room while the sheriff's department's going to bring it back, and then we'll show it to you at that time.
I have a question though.
Go ahead.
If
Yes, Daryl.
if I have a right to be present, then I have a right to not be present. How can this take place if I don't agree or consent to being present? How can it even still take place without me?
It will take place, sir. I'm just going to honor your request.
If I don't have to be there, but I also do have to not have to be there. How can the there be there when I ain't there? Is that what you asked, Daryl? Did I get it? Daryl, did I get it? Did I nail it? Do I have a pretty good understanding of what the fuck stupid you just said? Did I get it? Ooh, I feel like I got it, Daryl. I feel like I got that one. I feel like I completely understood the stupid. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's hear that again. Maybe we didn't hear it right.
I have a right to be present, then I have a right to not be present. How can this take place if I don't agree or consent to being present? How can it even still take place without me?
It will take place, sir. I'm just going to honor your request not to be there.
I'm asking a question though. How can
Yeah, no, but you didn't know there. You didn't ask a question. You just said like a bunch of words. They call it word salad. You tossed a word salad. That's what you just said. You just tossing the salad, Daryl. That's what you was doing. You just tossing the salad. That's what Bubba told me. I don't know what to tell you. Like that's, Okay, you was tossing the word salad. All right. Ew. Oh, is Waukesha rural? Is it like fields and trees? And isn't that what rural means? Like, doesn't rural mean like fields and like open spaces and stuff, like trees and forests and like farms and shit? Isn't that what rural means? Is Waukesha rural? Is it like a tree place? Like, I know those girls from the Slender Man thing. I know they took that girl into the woods, but I didn't know it was like really far into the woods. I didn't know that was rural. Ooh, Daryl toast Bubba salad is what I understand to be happening. Allegedly.
can it take place without my consent or agreement?
Yeah. Can't be doing
If you don't, it's going to
Yeah,
take
it's
place. That's how I'm
confusing.
going to answer that, sir.
She said, I ain't entertaining that bullshit you just said. Hey, Big Mitch, how's it going, baby? How's it going? Anything new? Anything new, Big Mitch? They call me Big Mitch. Larry Hoover, whipping work out. Hallelujah. Hey, Michelle. It's a suburb. Oh, see? Michelle said it's a suburb. Tony says it's rural. Small town, USA. Waukesha is a small town surrounded by farm area. Ah. See? But then Michelle says it's a suburb. Oh, they were in a park. Oh. Marilyn said they were in a park. Okay, so they weren't in the woods. They were in a park. Oh, still looking for the job. It's yours. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? It's so yours that in my brain, I thought it already happened. So it's coming. It's coming, Big Mitchy Poo. Okay. Okay.
So you not going there is not going to prevent it from happening.
My Lord,
But you can forfeit your right to be there by your conduct. And by your conduct, by not answering my question, by saying I don't want to be there and I don't consent to it, you will be forfeiting your right to be present and essentially waiving that.
Doesn't I have to sign something for it to be waived?
I don't think so in this case.
Yesterday you said
He
something.
like, ma'am, hold up, Your Highness, Your Majesty. Okay. Don't you gotta wait for me to do something before you can proceed? Because I'm very ready to not do the thing that you need me to do. I'm gonna hold this up. Anywhere I got power, I'm gonna hold the power. I'm gonna swing and wield the power. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna do it. He's like, don't you need me to sign off on something though? Because I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna sign it. And then you gonna have to beg me, and I'm still not gonna do it. She like, no, I don't think I need you to sign shit. I think we good. I think we good. Just just doing whatever the fuck we want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Something about
I know I said that, and I've had some time to think about that further. And
he thought he had some power, honey.
I don't believe I need to take.
He's like, fuck. Well, no, the last time we spoke, Your Honor, you said you needed me to do a thing, and I was fully ready to tell you to go fuck yourself. But now you're telling me that you don't need it, and where's my power?
Take a full waiver with you signing anything or even agreeing to the waiver.
So why did I have to do that for when my
I'm not going to answer those questions because that would be for me to give you an explanation of the law.
No,
I'm just going to tell you that I'm not going to require a written waiver from you in order to honor your request to not be at or even if I phrase it, your lack of consent to the jury view.
And is that lawful law? Because
sir, I'm not going to go through all the law that applies to that. This is my ruling. If you disagree with it and ultimately there is a conviction, you can raise that on appeal. But your lack of consent is not.
He said no, y'all. He said no, Your Honor. You're wrong. No, you can't, Your Honor. Because I said so. And that's why. Darrell, you slay me, boo. You do. Okay?
Not going to stop the jury view. It's going to happen. It's a piece of evidence that I cannot physically fit in this courtroom. It's too big. There's no way to get it in.
Okay, I'm informed of that, but at the same time, if I haven't signed any waiver, how could it be lawful? I haven't given consent or agreement to a jury view. I haven't waived any right. When the whole issue was brought up on the record yesterday, my first thing that I said was, I don't see the relevancy of why there should even be a jury view.
He said it.
And that was the whole issue. And yesterday I was told about I don't know how you say it, the colloquy or however you say it. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I know what I said. And I'm telling you, I had time to reflect. That was my initial reaction to your statement yesterday, but I've thought about it some more and I'm changing my mind. I don't believe I need to take a full
Yeah, she don't need to do shit. Okay, but stay a judge and die. That's all she need to do. She don't need to do shit. Okay, Darrell, she ain't got to do nothing for you. I decided, fuck him. That's what I decided. I decided, imagine me trying to do what Darrell want me to do. Imagine that. No.
Waiver with a colloquy with you and anything in writing. I'm advising you, you have the absolute right to be there. But I'm also advising you that if you choose not to be there, I will honor that request.
Get nobody no ideas. Get nobody no ideas talking about some colloquy. Wait, 4 business days gonna be one. Somebody hear that name and go, oh, that's so pretty. Next thing you know, some poor child walking around named Colloquisha. Oh, shit. I'm like, people so selfish. How selfish that is. You know, name your child something that you know they're gonna have a problem with that when they get older. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you got a weird last name that already sounds make funable, and then you give your child a weird first name too. I'm like, that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked. That's you wrong for that. You gonna pay for that in the afterlife. You can't be Calaquisha.
And I'm not going to
the
force
way-
you. I'm not going to direct the sheriff's department to, use any type of force, if you will, or require you or get you there without your consent. You either cooperate with that process or you don't.
The way I interpret the law, though, Your Honor, which the law is designed to be interpreted by the people. The way I interpret that is I have the right or essentially to be there or not to be there, and it still has to be an agreement or consent. That's how I interpret the law.
My ruling on that, sir, is I disagree with you. You do not need to provide consent for the jury.
That's the weirdest thing because he sounds like he's serious. Like what he's saying sounds so dumb that you just simply must believe he's just that he's just purposely being a dick. You know what I'm saying? But he really does look like he means what he's saying. Like he believes that what he's saying is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? He does kind of seem like it. Like, don't you have like? Because I can, or I either I can decide to do it, or I can decide to not do it. That's my right, and that makes total sense. But then he goes into what but like it's like one of those things has to happen. I have to either say yes or I have to say no. And then the next step happens. But in his mind is if I don't say yes or no, then nothing can happen. Which if that was the case, I mean, no one would be in prison. Your Honor, I don't consent to you showing this evidence of me murdering all of the children on the school bus. I don't consent to it. Okay, so you guys to let me go because now you can't show it to the jury because I didn't say yes or no.
Review to happen. Your objection is noted for the record. I'll make a specific finding today that it is relevant to these proceedings, to this trial. There is an allegation that you drove through the Waukesha Christmas parade on November 21 of 2021, driving a red Ford Escape, killing 6 and injuring dozens more. The relevance is that there is, in addition to the charges, there's an enhancer that has been charged as it relates to the intentional homicide charges and the first degree recklessly endangering safety, that you committed those acts while using a dangerous weapon. I would direct your attention to the meaning of a dangerous weapon, that the legal definition that was provided to the jurors in the preliminary jury instructions, and that the jury view is related to the evidence that the state is presenting regarding the charges, and specifically the instrumentality that they allege is the dangerous weapon. So there's clear relevance of this vehicle.
Oh God, Marilyn. Marilyn said, no, I'll tell you the worst wrong name. I met a man named Donald Duck. That's crazy. I saw his license. It was his real name. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Oh, that reminds me. What's that movie called? With the guy who was the duck. And he was like, Howard. Howard the Duck. That was it. Oh, that was a good movie. Howard the Duck. Movies were so different back in the day. One in the chat, if you are familiar with the movie Howard the Duck. If you remember Howard the Duck. One in the chat. Okay. Let me get some red emojis too while y'all doing that. Go.
As and has evidentiary value. Again, your objection is noted for the record, but I will and am permitting the jury view of the vehicle. With that, I'm going to move on to the jury instruction.
I don't agree or consent to that, Your Honor.
I understand your objection is well noted for the record. I need to keep going though on the pattern and jury.
I'm informed that you need to keep going. I'm not trying to stop you from continuing to go. I'm merely stating for the record that there are things I do not understand how they're being permitted.
I know, right?
Versus the Constitution.
I love that about I love that about my babies. Mama's babies are of a certain season. You know what I'm saying? The good season. It's the good season. You know what I'm saying? I think I got lucky with that. I consider myself getting lucky that I got lucky with that. Mama's babies are all like seasoned. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. It is. I landed in a sweet spot for sure. All my YouTubies. Ooh. Oh, dang, Robert owns the movie. Like, Howard.
I mean, I'm sure you're aware under Article 6, Chapter 2 about the Supremacy Clause.
Hey, boo.
That the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. So how can we disregard?
Mr. Brooks, I'm not disregarding the Constitution. Here's the thing. I've made my ruling.
Yeah,
okay.
Girl, shut up.
Once I've made a ruling, I do expect that even if you disagree with it, you will not continue to argue it.
It's not arguing.
We will continue on with the next topic.
I'm seeking to understand, Your Honor. It's not an argument.
I'm not going to explain further other than what I have done, my ruling. My ruling stands. Now, I'm going to move on to the jury instruction. I gave the parties 2 documents.
May I respectfully reject that ruling and take exception to that ruling?
Your objection is noted.
I'm moving on to jury. Request a legal and factual basis for your ruling, Your Honor.
Please don't interrupt me, okay? I give you an opportunity to raise your objections and to make your legal arguments, and then I make a ruling, and then you start in on something else. You need to give me your argument all at once. For you to interrupt me afterward is disruptive to me.
Disruptive, Darrell.
It's not disruptive.
And it's interrupting and it's disruptive.
It is definitely not disruptive.
Well, that's my view of things, sir, and what I'm putting on the record is that it does disrupt what I'm doing and the flow of what I'm doing and needing to.
I know, Matt. That's so funny. Darrell, as a sovereign citizen, I got my constitutional rights. I am a sovereign citizen. Okay? I don't have to obey these laws and things that y'all do. I'm sovereign. I am outside of that. And by the way, what about my constitutional rights? You're gonna need to respect my constitutional rights. Hey, Miss V, what's up? And he got them long ass coke nails. He got coke nails. That's all I can think. Hey, John, you almost slipped through, but I almost missed you. Look at that. What's going on, John? Seen that one little thing? I almost didn't see you there. What's going on, John? What's up, boo? How you doing? One strange movie. Not for back in the day. That was perfectly normal. Howard the Duck was so normal at the time. Howard the Duck was like, yep, that sounds about right. You know, for the time. Now, if they came out with that, it would be like, huh. Well, that's different. Ooh. Shit, honestly, I'm just glad that they got past the skinny jeans thing. I'm just living in the moment. It gave me hope. It gave me a little bit of hope when the skinny jeans, when all of a sudden people started wearing the baggy jeans again. I was like, oh, thank God. Because I was confused as hell. Them skinny, the whole skinny jeans era fucked my head up. I couldn't figure out why they thought that was cute. Like, you know when you see something and you just be like, huh, huh, like what happened that caused them to think that like that was cute? You know, like what was it that was making the girls see the boys walking around with skinny type with tight pants, and the girls was like, "Oh, that's hot." It made me question everything. Like I was like, "Well, that don't look right." Like I don't. I think something's wrong. I think something happened. But now we're back. We're back to baggy jeans. Thank thank the universe that that happened. You know what I'm saying? And the girls are starting to get back to where little boobs and normal asses are normal again. And so now we can get past this inflatable ass phase that happened that was also confusing. That was confusing as hell. One in the chat if you also were confused by the inflatable ass phase. You know, the older you get, the more you know, because you keep watching the phases. The longer you're here, the more phases you see. So you just see this phase happen. You're like, what the fuck are they doing now? These kids are crazy. Now I'm the old lady on the porch watching the kids do crazy shit. You know, like, oh, look at these kids walking around with these tight jeans on. Oh, that's just what in the hell is wrong with these children's? I'm the old lady now. It's so funny. It's so hilarious. It's like, oh, this mumble music. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, thank you, Easy. Yes, honey. Skinny and saggy in the damn jeans. Ooh, I know. That was crazy. Like skinny, they were sagging skinny jeans. How you gonna sag? How you gonna sag your skinny jeans? Like, how do you do that? Like the jeans would be tight, skin tight, and then they would still have them under their butt. So it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, so now you got on tights and you're deliberately just pulling them down. I mean, just say you looking for action without saying you're looking for action. You know what I'm saying? Like you prison ready. Like this look like you practicing for prison. Like I don't understand. Like what is like at least when the jeans were baggy and they would sag, at least they could say, "Oh, the pants was so big that they don't fit," and look at them, they hanging off their ass. But when they skin tight, I mean, come on, like that's what you can't, and they would be skinny too. It'd be like these skinny dudes. Like that's the whole reason why big jeans was so cool. Like, because if you had skinny legs and you was a guy with skinny legs, it's like that's not hot. You know what I'm saying? That like that looks like it looks sick. You look sick. You know what I'm saying? You got skinny legs as a guy, you look sick. Like when I see when I see guys with skinny legs, I immediately think they're sick. Like I'd be like, oh, you got something going on. I see. That's just me. That's why I'll be like, I don't know how these girls is finding this attractive. I'm like, they look sickly. Like they look, these people look sick. Like, why are you trying to get sick? Like you want to go over there and get sick too? Like, why did you? I would be like, what is wrong with these people? Why they acting like like their eyes don't work? Like you see the same shit that I see. Something's clearly wrong with that one. Like oh yeah, Dylan. Yeah, the generations is fucked. Well, I mean, now they're really fucked because, I mean, we're about to be cooked literally by the sun. And we got a government that's trying to send us backwards in a time where this is where we should be going balls to the wall to save our own lives from the sun. Instead, we like, oh no, open the whole thing up and just say it's not real. That's where we're at. Like, we literally picked the worst time to do this shit. We deserve to get cooked, to be honest with you. I think we deserve this. We deserve it at this point. I think we asked for it. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible, y'all. It's terrible out here. Always fun conversation. Talking about the kids. These kids today are crazy.
Move on, having to interrupt what I'm doing so that I can address that once again. Please, please. I know you may not always agree with my rulings, but I'd ask that you show the courtesy and decorum that is expected of everyone. And once I make a ruling, we're going to move on. You don't need to keep objecting because your objection's already been noted for the record. I'm going to continue. We're going to look at jury instruction 152. Well, I gave the parties 2 documents yesterday. One was the pattern instruction, which I've modified, and then one is the draft of, and Mr. Brooks, please stop. You're continuing to talk.
I don't think I ever knew that that's what that was called, but I do remember that with where they would wear the, like even in the city and stuff, they wore like the clothes and stuff that looked like it was like cowboy stuff. Okay, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's so funny. Oh, that seemed like it was
interrupting.
You said I have the right to object, and you didn't let me even get to the objection.
I did, sir.
No, you didn't. I was right
your
in the middle of
objection
it.
comes before the ruling, not after. Once I make a ruling, we're moving on.
You made a ruling before we even finished the conversation, Your Honor. With all due respect,
Brooks,
before we even finish.
That's not true. Okay?
You said I'm going to make a ruling as soon as you even started in about
Mr. Brooks, I'm not going to spend hours on end making a ruling about a jury view on something I've already decided. All right. So please, I'm asking you to stop. Stop interrupting me.
You can't
listen.
Just disregard the United States Constitution, which has a
I
supremacy
absolutely
clause.
am not disregarding the United States Constitution or the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin.
Are you not a public servant?
Okay, Mr. Brooks, you're starting to cross the line. You've already crossed it, but I want to keep going.
Gwubble, 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 gwubble. Your Honor, gwubble, 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 gwubble. Ooh, I ain't gonna be quiet like a little kid. I ain't no little kid, okay? I'm gonna be loud like a bit like a little kid. Ooh. I ain't gonna be quiet like a little kid. I'm gonna be loud like a little kid. Oh, birds, bedtime. Ooh, any new eggs, Marilyn? Any new eggs? And how's your knee been doing? Are you back? Are you like 100% now, or what's up?
I want you in this courtroom. But if you keep interrupting me and putting you on notice that you run the risk of being forfeiting your right to be present in this courtroom and continuing in the next courtroom so that I can effectively and without interruption continue with the proceedings this morning.
So again, you're holding me in contempt.
Yes.
All right. Jury instruction 152, as the state had an opportunity to review it.
Is that a judicial determination that I'm being held in contempt?
And I agree generally with the court's proposed instruction. I did submit kind of a counter-proposed instruction following much of the language that you had in your version, Your Honor. I just think it's maybe better to refer to this area as a garage instead of a sally port.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody knows what a sally port is unless they work in this industry. And instead of referring it as being in the Waukesha County Jail, I just suggested a garage attached to the Waukesha County Courthouse. I think that is factually accurate and would dispel any concerns about anybody being in custody or reference to a jail setting. I did email my proposed instruction to your clerk, and I e-filed it, but I admittedly just did that a few minutes ago. So that's why I emailed it to the clerk, because it's probably not in your queue yet.
All right, why don't we print that off so that Mr. Brooks can review that as well.
Seem to being called that name. And what do I need to be reviewing?
The state has submitted an alternate proposal for instruction 152.
And that's referring to this quote unquote jury view?
Yes. Thank you.
I accept for value in return for value this document. Now, I'd like the record to reflect I still haven't received my original copies of my filings here this morning with the timestamp.
Seven new eggs. Knees getting better. Here we go. Get a slight setback. Some bruising where she overdid it. Overdid PT. Oh, okay.
Let me know when you've had an opportunity to review it if you so choose.
Alright,
I just stated for the record I accept for value in return for value the document.
Do you have any position on the state's proposal?
I'm still trying to understand the whole process.
Mr. Brooks, my question to you is, do you have
That's weird. The bird went from that never happening to now literally it's like bird like eggs every 2 minutes. You know? You ever watch Joe, you ever watch those videos where like the guy, he'll take like an unfertilized egg, like a regular egg or whatever, and he'll like manually like fertilize it, and then like he'll do like some kind of thing or whatever, and it'll make it turn into a baby whatever. You ever watch one of those? It'll be like he'll do this thing where he'll like pull his shell off, like just enough to where he can see the thing, but it's still inside this inside sac, but he can pull the hard shell part off, and then he'll keep it inside a little incubator thing, and he'll like inject it with the stuff or whatever. Yeah, anybody in here ever watch those videos where the guy will manually fertilize the egg, like a chicken egg, like he'll fertilize it with something, he'll make something happen, and it's suddenly a baby, like a baby chicken happens. It's fascinating. I'd be like, well, that's crazy. That seems like that should be illegal. Like, I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that. Y'all ain't never seen those? You gotta look that up. Look, it's probably like a guy, like manually fertilized chicken egg or something. Like, let me look at this.
have any position on the state's proposed jury instruction? Otherwise, I'm going to rule on their request.
You're going to rule on the request anyway. I got a lot of questions that don't get answered.
I have to rule on the request, sir. It's been a proposal filed with the court.
You haven't ruled on subject matter jurisdiction yet.
Yes, I have.
No, you
In
haven't.
any event, do you have a position on the jury view, sir?
Yeah, what about subject matter jurisdiction?
One last time, Mr. Brooks, do you have a position on the state's
Can I go over the
proposed-
document, please? Can I do that, Your Honor? Respectfully,
sorry?
for the record, may I do that? You seem like the same thing that was there yesterday.
It's not. There are some changes.
What changes? 'Cause
Reference
it's
to
the same.
the-
It's the same document. That was
Reference to
accepted for value,
the-
return for value yesterday. The same document.
It's not the same. The changes were put on the record verbally by the state. It's taking out reference to Sallyport of the Waukesha County Jail, referring to it simply as a garage attached to the Waukesha County Courthouse. Those would be in the first two paragraphs. I believe the rest is the same.
So it was a couple words changed.
That's my understanding.
So it's the same document.
Let me know when you're finished reviewing it, and
I
I'll
don't have to review the same document that was reviewed yesterday. Accepted the value and returned for value yesterday.
All right, then let me ask you this, sir. Do you have a position on the proposed instruction from the state?
It's essentially the same document. What was the significance of the change? What's the significance? Garage, Sallyport. What is the relevancy of what it's called?
State want to put on the record again the basis for the changes you made.
Your Honor, to my way of thinking, it is beneficial to the defendant. It removes any reference to Sallyport, which some may recognize as being part of the Waukesha County Jail. It removes reference to the jail itself. And then in the second sentence, the pattern instruction was worded, and the court followed it. You will be taken to the Sallyport in the custody of the jury bailiffs. I just thought it was better to change that. You will be taken to the garage by the jury bailiffs. Again, removing the use of the word custody it's factually true, but it's really irrelevant. Just to be cautious, Your Honor.
Thank you. With that, sir, do you have any?
I don't fundamentally understand that. I think everyone's well aware that I'm in custody. So how does the wording change what's already known? Everybody knows that I'm housed in the Waukesha County Jail. How does the wording change what's already known? It's reported on every single day, as it has been since the beginning of trial and even before that. So I don't think anyone's not privy to the knowledge of where I'm housed and that I'm in custody.
Hey, Tammy.
How does changing the wording change what's already known?
Thank you. From my perspective, of course, when I drafted this yesterday, factually, what I put in there would be accurate because that's where the jury view is going to take place. I think changing the verbiage so that it says a garage attached to the Waukesha County Courthouse takes away any possibility that other law enforcement is condoning what is happening or somehow related to the case. It is true the location was selected due to your custodial status and being able to secure the area for the court, for you, for the jurors, etc. But it's also a controlled environment, I think, a good thing for purposes of the jury view. And so I am going to adopt the draft that was submitted by the state. It still is factually accurate. And from my perspective, again, the importance of this instruction is to tell them what is and what is not evidence, and to instruct them and to not talk during this time. They can't discuss what they see during this time. This instruction will be read while we are still in the courtroom prior to the parties and the court going to the Sallyport for that viewing. And I've already discussed how it will be contemporaneously recorded so that it's part of the record as well.
So if I was there, where will I be at?
My understanding, if you choose to be there, is you will be escorted like you are in court here now. The bailiffs would be with you. You'd be in your suit.
No, where will I be at?
I don't know exactly. That's up to the sheriff's department as to where all the parties are going to stand. Obviously, you would, we're not going to commingle you with the state or the state with jurors or you with the jurors or the court or anything like that. My understanding is we'll have sort of assigned places and that it's only myself who will walk around. And I may not even do that. I have to think about that. But The jurors are the ones who are going to walk around the vehicle one time.
So I don't get to walk around the vehicle?
I can have you do that before the jurors come in. I certainly can have you do that if you would like. I can give the parties that up.
I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. Here you go. Look, check this out. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. All right. Y'all ready for this? Dun 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 dun. All right. Check this out. Check this out. He got this egg. And then he just injects this stuff and whatever's. And then he's just injecting this stuff in there. And look, little suckers in there growing. Look at it. Look at this thing. Look at that. There's a whole chicken in there. Oh no, don't stick him. And there he come. Look at him. Look at him. And now he got a whole life. He made exactly Dark One. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that crazy? I don't know what the fuck he was putting in there, but something was causing it to do something. And then next thing you know, baby chicken with his little chicken feet. You know what I'm saying? His little chicken feet. Ooh. Look at him. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, that's a thing. I can't believe y'all ain't never seen that. A test tube. Oh my God, y'all remember that? Test tube, your test tube, baby. Oh my God. Oh, that was one of the roast black folks that, they call each other test tube babies. Yeah, test tube, baby. Oh, Rebecca, hey boo. Hey boo, how you doing? Ooh. It's real, I'm telling you, bro. It's real. I told you. Y'all think I just be making stuff up like that? Ooh. I got an active imagination, but not that active, honey. Ooh, I knew it was a thing. Learn something weird every day, don't you?
Opportunity.
May I add something else, Your Honor? I agree with everything the court said. I also think Mr. Brooks should understand that it will be a fair process. He's not going to be led into the room in shackles in front of the jury. It's my understanding from Captain Dussault, the attorneys for the state, the prosecution team will be in the room. Mr. Brooks will be in the room. We will be in our assigned location. It will be fair. It will match. There will be basically no distinction between how Mr. Brooks appears to the jury versus how we appear to the jury. We will be in there first. If the court's willing to allow him to walk around the car one time to look at it, we have no objection to that. And then the jurors will come in. No one will speak. They will do one lap around the car. They will leave the room. And then the parties will leave the room. That's my understanding, Your Honor.
And I will add to that, because it's been a while since I had some preliminary discussions with the Sheriff's Department on this, that if however many bailiffs, sheriff's deputies are with you, I want the same number with the state, right? And that's what we mean by it will look no different. So each party will be accompanied by deputies.
I have a question to that.
Okay.
How come none of that knowledge of how it would be conducted was discussed with me? I didn't know anything about how the bailiffs would actually do things, how certain things would go. This is my first time hearing this.
Well, we have preliminary.
I don't understand it.
We have preliminary discussions at the time of the request back in August when you still were represented by counsel. And then I had some additional preliminary discussions, if you will, internally with court staff, which included Captain Dussault and someone from the jail to talk about it and the logistics of it. And then, of course, we're having the discussion now, which is, again, why there's no jury here now. I wanted to wait until the appropriate time and then make a record of everything.
But don't you
At no time did I.
Let me get some yellow emojis in the chat. Yellow emojis in the chat. Ooh, make it happen. Go. Yellow for the chicken that we just saw be oddly created. Abominationally. That thing had abomination written all over it, didn't it? Ooh, it didn't look right. It didn't look right. Ooh, it's like, uh-oh. It's giving clone. It's giving clone.
I have conversations independently with the state.
Thank you, Robert.
They had filed a letter at one point because they themselves had, again, my understanding, and Attorney Opera can correct me if I'm wrong, had some discussions with, to see if it was feasible. They had some discussions with Captain Dussault.
What's that?
And Captain Dussault is with the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department. Of course, the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department and the sheriff is statutorily responsible for the security of the campus, security of the courtroom. And so that would be the proper person for any party to have discussions about a piece of evidence such as this. But I did not have any discussions with the state myself. That only happened in the setting of a courtroom or when a letter was received and I reviewed it.
The chickens
I
come
haven't
home to
reviewed
roost.
that letter or seen it. Don't you
There you
think
go,
that?
Dark
It was
one.
specifically addressed at the jury status hearing.
Robert said Frankenstein. Did Frankenstein do that? Well, the answer was Michael Jackson. It was MG, yes. But now that I think about it, no, that's a vampire thing, isn't it? That's like Nosferatu. Isn't that? He would be like, ah. He'd be like, you know what? You're trying too hard. It's gonna be hard for me to be afraid of you because you're trying too hard. Okay? You're like, it's like you lack confidence, monster. It's like the monster that lacks confidence. You come in the room like, hey, be like, you don't even believe in yourself, sir. Chickenstein.
At which time he was represented by Attorney Perry and Attorney Keys. It is on file and it was addressed by this court. Many of these details, Your Honor.
All right.
Many of the same
So-
details that's being discussed right now at this moment.
All right, Mr. Brooks, do you have a request as it relates to any of that?
Well, yeah, I'm still trying to understand the whole how this is all working, and then it was a reference to how the shackles.
Oh yes, Miss V. Speaking of gold, like your yellow emojis you've put up, Mama has a 20 super chat goal up at the top. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to mention it, but we gotta mention it. We got to mention it, okay? Okay, I've traumatized you guys tonight, showing you the abomination of the chicken hatch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did she say it yet? How many likes I got? Oh, there it is. 38 likes. What? 38 likes. Y'all do better. I need 60. Give me 65 likes. Pronto. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Mama got a 20 super chat goal. I know I ain't gonna meet it. I never do. I ain't met my super chat goal in I think it's been like a year and a half now. It's been like a year and a half since I met a super chat goal. Right, I hit 20 super chats. 20 super chats. Sitting at 0. Ooh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Would look, or how
Let me get
being
65
shackled or
likes.
not being shackled. I'm guessing that I can't just walk around freely. With bailiffs, I'm sure there would be some type of shackles.
I will tell them you are not to be shackled visibly.
Who I need to block? Who I need to block? Hey, Harley, what's up, baby? How you doing? Somebody saying something crazy or something? What happened? Ooh, saying send me a gifty. Thank you, baby. Mama, appreciate you. Yes, that's cute. What's that, like a clown thumbs? It's like a clown glove. What was that thing called? What was that called? Let me see.
For the jury to see.
And what do you mean by visibly,
the
Your
thumbs
Honor?
up.
So
The thumbs up with a clown glove.
obviously when you sit in court, you're shackled to a table. They can't see that. I'm not going to have you in belly chains or in leg shackles. You're just going to be escorted.
Oh, what you said something crazy.
It will be up to
Dark
them
one.
how they determine.
Well, he may be in leg shackles, Your Honor, if there's
Oh, because Dark One said gas prices got them all in shambles. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. Actually, the gas went down. I don't know if it's still like this, but when my sister was down on my birthday, my birthday weekend, the gas was like, I thought I was reading it wrong, but I think the gas was like $3, and I think it was like $3.50 or like $3.45. Maybe it was $4.45. Maybe it was $4.45. I don't know. I think it was three. I think it was like $3.45 a gallon or whatever. Because I got to a back and forth with my brother-in-law about it. Like I kept trying to, because I could have swore that was what it was, but then he was saying something else, and I was like, maybe I'm thinking of something else. But but either way, it was cheaper. I do know that it was cheaper than what I knew it to be. But along with it being cheaper, though, it was mysteriously all like a bunch of gas stations were like, it was like they were running out of gas or something. Like a bunch of the gas things had the little yellow bags on them, so like where they weren't open, like, so you have to keep driving around the thing trying to find one that, that didn't have the yellow bag on it. And I was like, oh my God. And then we were passing by a bunch of gas stations and nobody was there, which was making me think that they were running out. Like, so then I said that out loud, which then caused my sister to panic. It was hilarious. She's like, shut up. She's so funny. Shut up. We're gonna get gas. I was like, I'm sure it's fine. You'll be fine. It's fine. She's hilarious when she panics.
a table or some way that they can keep that out of the view of the jury. Just like he is in court. He's shackled in court. He has been for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Actually, these are
The security has to be left at the discretion of the sheriff's department.
actually these are leg shock devices, not shackles.
Sir, the security is up to the sheriff's department. I should be careful not to overstep my bounds on that. And, whatever is done, it should not be viewable or visible to the jury.
And why is that, Your Honor? I don't understand that part. Why is the jury not privileged to see?
That is to your benefit.
Shackle.
I'm not going to explain that any further.
I don't understand. I'm just seeking to understand. I don't know.
All right. I need to move on. So unless there's a specific request other than a statement that you're making about your lack of understanding, I need to move on with the other topics.
There is a specific request. Why do I have to have ankle shocks on my ankle?
No, Robert, you don't need to see no picture of my sister. Quit being so nosy, Robert. Why you is being so nosy, Robert? Talking about, can we see a picture of your sister? Does she look like mama?
Ankles to appear at this jury view thing.
I guess I'm not aware of what you're talking about. So were you advised by the sheriff's department that would be the case?
But the DA just said that I would have the ankle shocks on.
No, shackles, she said.
No, these are not shackles. They're a shock device.
Judge, I think perhaps we can move on. I think maybe because this is going to have to occur on a break, the bailiffs can take him down there if Captain Dussault is willing, show him what it's going to be like, show him how he's going to get there, and he can decide at that point if he wants to be there or not when the jury comes in the room. We're spending a lot of time talking about security and things that are frankly beyond your knowledge and my knowledge.
I object to that. I'm simply trying to understand, why do I need ankle shocks?
I'm going to leave the security. I'm not going to.
Darrell thought he was going to be able to dip out. He was like, so if I go, I'm not going to be handcuffed? And we're going to be wearing it? And I'm going to be in regular clothes? Darrell, you and your short legs was not going to get far. I don't know why you keep insisting on having all this hope. I don't know why you keep insisting on having all this hope.
I'm going to make any specific orders. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I will leave the security of the jury view to the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department. That is their responsibility. And I trust that they will do what needs to be done to maintain the security, no different than what they do here. And in their discretion will determine how best that takes place. And if I need to address anything after that or at that point in time, then it should be brought to my attention. But we are going to move on this morning.
So I should discuss that with the sheriff?
Yes. So I know, Mr. Brooks, you filed with the court 2 documents. I'm going to take them under advisement.
No, it's one document. It's one. It was 2 papers, but it's one document.
Oh, all right. Thank you for that clarification. It's 1 filing, 2 papers, just front side, entitled Alleged Defendant Jurisdictional Challenge and Mandatory Judicial Notice by Affidavit. It references the case caption, the case number. I will simply take it under advisement and I'll review it later. And if I believe it needs to further be addressed, I will do that. But it's my understanding, sir, that you are requesting the original back. Is that true?
Yes.
So normally, just so you know, when documents are filed with the court, we maintain the original until it's scanned in and it's off.
Well, Darrell's like, ugh. I wish y'all could hurry up. Y'all know I got somewhere to be. Are they boring you? Is she boring you, Darrell? Is she boring you?
Audited, and then because it under the statute, once it's e-filed or into the electronic filing system and the electronic case, I believe we just destroy the documents at that point. So I don't have an issue giving you back the original, but it needs to run the normal course. My clerk needs to scan it in. I've advised you of this previously, but in the courtroom, we don't have the time stamp. We just have the date stamp. I will state for the record that you provided this. It was right away at the beginning of the morning, so at 8:30 a.m. is when it was filed with the court, so that will be on the record. And then at some point today, when we're on a break, my clerk can scan it in and then provide the original back to you, and then I'll have the electronic copy to review and address as I deem appropriate. Here you go, Madam Clerk.
I want to say to that, too, in reference to that, I actually said on record numerous times that I wanted the original copies of all my filings. I've actually said that 3 times on the record. This would be the 4th time. Every filing that I'm
going to give it back to you, sir, but I'm not required to by law.
Well, I'm just saying on record that I've asked for that numerous times.
Your statement's noted for the record. All right.
So would I be able to get all the original copies of all my filings?
I'm not going to address that any further, sir, because I am not the official keeper of the record. As to what was filed this morning, as a courtesy, we will provide you back with the original once it's scanned and it's in my electronic file.
I was told that you make the decision if I can get the original copy.
And I just made a determination you could have the original back of this
Can
one.
I have the originals for all my files?
I'm not going to address that right now, sir. I don't have time, frankly, to look through everything that you filed to determine whether we've given you originals or not. In the future,
I have the copies. I don't have the originals.
All right, I'm going to move on.
I have
sir.
them here.
This is taking up valuable time with the jury. We need to keep going.
Is that a judicial determination, Your Honor, that I can't get an answer to
I
something?
don't believe there's any other preliminary issues we need to address unless the parties have anything from.
Yeah, Darrell. What was he wearing? It was that day, yeah. Okay.
Information that we weren't going to take the risk of an extra potentially unnecessary transport back to that facility. You couldn't be held there. You couldn't be held at the sub. There's no beds.
You referred to interrogation starting at a specific place. I'm referring to the substation. Is it fair to say that there was no interrogation that took place at the substation?
Yes.
Yes, that's fair to say.
There was no interrogation at the substation in Waukesha.
Do you recall what information was obtained at the substation?
Yes.
Do you recall what that was?
It's so funny to know now that they're the same height. I didn't believe it. Like when we were watching the other day, we were watching this, and it was like Darrell at the prison, like at the jail, like, and you can kind of see him moving around inside the place. And somebody in the chat said that Darrell and Carp were the same height. And I thought they were being funny, but then you see it in the video, and I'm like, wow. I did not think that was true, but it turned out to be true. They're the same height. Carp and Darrell are the same height. They're both little. They're both little people.
Yes.
Can you stay for the jury and for the
It's so
record with
funny.
information you obtained at the substation?
Like Carp doesn't seem like he's that little.
Yes,
but
sir.
he is.
Basic biographical information. So I obtained your first name, Darrell Brooks. Your last name being Brooks. Your full middle name, I should say, being Edward. I learned that you were a junior. The date of birth, February
Your mom and
21st,
dad don't love
1982.
you. Learned all these things and more.
Additional information obtained was your home address, which was you provided as 4014 North 19th Street in the city of Milwaukee. Phone number, your emergency contact, which you provided as Dawn Woods. Whether you were employed, going to school.
Mom Dukes.
I remember talking with you about your tattoos and other physical marks that might be on your body. Your hair color, eye color, photographs were taken, things of that nature.
Kept mentioning that name, pretty slick.
Yeah, your name. Yeah, your name, Darrell. Yes. Yes, he did.
Sure.
He definitely mentioned your name, Darrell. Talking about you and used your name. It happened. It happened. Is it slick? I don't know, but it definitely happened.
Disregard that last statement, sir. Please ask questions. You'll have an opportunity to testify later.
Oh, I got a lot of questions.
Darrell's 4'6". Christy, Darrell's 4'6". It's true. I don't know what to tell you. It's true. It's not an exaggeration. He's 4'3". I know it's weird because 2 seconds ago he was 4'6", but now he's 4'3". You know, and ask me in 20 minutes, and he's going to be 2'6". Okay, going on 1'4". There was a garden gnome, I think, is the moral of the story. Okay, that's the moral. Yeah,
And
he
at
a
that point
hobbit,
in the
for sure.
investigation, what did you initially
A
know?
habitual liar.
At that point, we knew that the
That's
Red Ford escape had
hilarious. Daryl is a habitual liar. Dun-dun-dun. Ooh.
driven through the parade route and that you'd been identified as a suspect.
And why was that information not provided at that time to the detainee?
The information at the time wasn't presented to you, Mr. Brooks, because, as I stated in my earlier testimony, it was still very fluid. It was very chaotic out at the scene. There was still a lot more that needed to be learned.
So is that standard procedure to not tell a person why they're being detained?
Well, we did not tell you. That's incorrect, and it's misleading to the court. You were informed you were being detained for prowling, loitering, disorderly conduct of that nature.
Is that the same as...
Can I finish, please? I just didn't bring up the parade part of it.
Why not?
That's funny. Daryl shut the fuck up though, didn't he? Didn't he? Oh, Daryl. He's so
As I
submissive.
stated in earlier testimony, it was very fluid and chaotic, and a
He's
lot
so
of information
submissive.
wasn't yet known. So I was waiting to receive more
That's why
information.
Bubba
Did you
likes
state in
him
your
so
early
much.
testimony if that was standard procedure or not?
Hey, Valente.
It's standard.
What's going on, Valente?
So
Hey,
with
boo.
every detainee that you've ever detained during your career, 18 years, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's standard procedure to not tell someone being detained what they're detained for.
As I had stated in my earlier testimony, Mr. Brooks, I explained to you were detained for prowling and loitering and disorderly conduct. Based on the lack of information on the parade, that was not brought up. So what I can clarify for the court at this point is that in situations where so limited information exists early on, it is standard not to convey that information to suspects.
And what do you mean by it's standard?
I mean that I don't tell them because I don't have all the facts yet, and I'm not looking to necessarily accuse them before I know the nature of what they did or didn't do exactly pertaining to that incident.
So it'd be fair to say that it was not a fact
Oh, good news.
as far as the information you learned to that point in the investigation.
Objection made.
Grounds.
Sustained is to the form of the question.
Ooh, is it
So at
scary,
that point in
Tony?
the
Was you scared?
investigation,
You were scared.
It wasn't a fact.
Objection, same question.
Grounds.
Sustained is to the
Oh, you
form
were
of the
driving
question.
this
At
truck,
that point in the
Valente?
investigation, the information you had at that time, you weren't sure about.
I guess which part?
Yeah, which part, Daryl?
All the information that you had up until that point.
Okay, about the prowling or parade, I don't understand which part of it you're talking
Yeah,
about.
what you talking about,
All the
Daryl?
information that you've obtained
Oh my
at
God.
that point in the investigation, you weren't sure about. As you just said, you don't try to assume guilt or anything like that until you have all the facts. So at that time, at that point in the investigation, is it fair to say that the information that you had obtained so far, you were not sure about?
I wasn't sure if you were the driver initially, but it was believed you were involved.
And you knew that to be fact?
Yes, the information being provided was that you were involved.
So it'd be fair to say you knew that as a fact?
Oh my God. You know what,
Hold
Daryl?
on, I'm gonna not allow him to answer that. This jury will determine the facts of this case.
There you go.
If
Exactly.
you want to ask him his opinion, you do that at your discretion.
He said fact. He said facts.
You ask the question, sir. So
But he brought it up first.
I'm going to strike the question from the record, and Mr. Brooks, you're directed to rephrase.
I will rephrase, but I do not consent to being called that name for the record.
That's right. That's
Noted
not
and
his name,
overruled.
Your Honor. His name is Lil Daryl. Lil Daryl. Lulddurl. Lil
You stated
Daryl.
that there was some loitering and prowling allegations? Why?
I got 65 likes yet. I got 65 likes yet. Who getting cussed out? How many likes I got? Come on. Come on here. It better be 65 plus. It better be over 65. Don't even tell me. Don't even tell me if it ain't 65. Don't tell me what it is until it's 65. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I see you ain't telling me, so that must mean it ain't 65. That's fucked up. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Ooh.
To your knowledge, were those ever charged?
What?
Objection relevance.
Grounds.
Overruled.
Y'all wasn't supposed to tell me till it was 65. Come on.
No.
And do you recall why not?
Yeah, do you recall why not?
No.
So why did you constantly tell the detainee that they were being detained for loitering and prowling if you in fact knew that there was another reason why they were being detained?
Objection asked and
Grounds.
answered.
Because bullshit is fun.
Sustained. That's the form of the question and assumes facts not in evidence.
Yeah, Carp, why you tell him that? You know how sensitive him is. You know how sensitive him is. You can't be doing it to him. Ooh.
What was the significance of the FBI being present?
The significance of the FBI presence was the early on concern that this was a terrorist style event.
And you said that this was a terrorist element. And what is the this? Can you explain what the this is?
When you drove your vehicle through the parade and struck people.
Damn.
Which at the time you stated you did not know is fact, correct?
That was still being investigated, yes, but I know that's what occurred now.
Now versus then.
Initially, it
God.
was unknown
Daryl.
if you drove.
That's what I
as
was
stated.
That was the question.
But the investigation showed that you were the driver of the vehicle.
And initially you didn't provide that information, correct?
Correct.
So do you know if the FBI continued their part of the investigation?
Hey, Miss V, yes, he does. He definitely hates Carp, but he's also terrified of him. He's super submissive when it comes to Carp, though. So it don't matter if he hates him, if he's scared of him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm so mad at you, Carp. I thought we were friends. I thought we were cool. You know, I thought we were better than this. But no, I guess we're not. Poor Daryl, he got his little heart broken. He thought he made a friend. Turned out, nope.
Eventually, the investigation was strictly run by our department.
Mm-hmm.
And do you recall why that decision was made?
My understanding is there wasn't a terrorism link.
I'm sure throughout your career you've done lots of interrogations. Are there usually multiple officers that do the interrogation, or usually just one?
It can depend on the circumstance. It's not always more than one, but it can be.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you estimate would be the normal procedure for interrogation as far as law enforcement wise?
Not estimate.
I really can't speak to that. I think every department probably has their own potential way of doing things.
Up until that point in your career, when you interrogated the detainee, had you ever conducted an interrogation with FBI present?
Not prior to that date, no.
$51 likes.
You made reference to car key
Hey,
being
Nate,
found.
what's
Do
up?
you recall that?
Yes, I do.
Did you yourself find the car key?
Okay, so Nate said, how you gonna have 65 likes and only 50 of us in here? Because it's not the same 50 people in here, Nate. Let me explain it to you. Let me school you on a little shine. So since I've been in this live stream for an hour and 30 minutes and 36 seconds, right? Let me tell you how many people have cycled in and out of the live stream since I've been on here. And there's 46 people. So you might see that and be like, it can't be no more than 46 likes because it's 46 people. And I understand why you might think that. But in reality, there's been 471 people who've come in and out of this live stream. 471. Right? The peak amount of people who've been in here all at one time is 71. So at one time, like at one time, the maximum amount of people who've been in here all at once, like inside of this live stream, is 71 people. But 471 people have cycled in and out of this live stream. So that is how I can expect I can expect 65. That's how. That's the answer to the equation. YouTube is funny like that. You know what I'm saying? So what that means is give me my likes. Give me my likes. That means more than likely of the 47 people who are in here right now, there's some of them that haven't hit that like button yet. That's what that means. They just watching me and they just being like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I refuse. I want to hold back my like. I just can't give it away. I must hold on to it forever. And they don't want to give it to me, Nate. They don't want to give me that like. But I don't know what to tell you. I'm just going. That's okay. I'm like TLC. I ain't too proud to beg. No.
No, I did not.
Were you told by other law enforcement?
I guess told what exactly?
That a car key was found.
I was not specifically. Your items that were located on you during the search were turned over to Detective Stern, and the car key was one of those items.
And to the best of your knowledge, you didn't have that information at the time, correct?
At which time?
At the time that the detainee was detained in the substation.
Thank you for that clarification. Go ahead and answer.
Yeah, thanks for the clarification, Darrell.
I just want to make sure I guess that I understand. So you're asking me what I knew about the key, or if I knew where it was found at the substation? I don't understand. Can you clarify that, sir?
I guess the clarity that you may be looking for is what was found and brought into the substation?
Hey, look, I be telling y'all to tell me some other stuff to react to. Y'all don't tell me no other stuff to react to. I don't know what to react to. The things that I pick to react to, you guys show no interest in. So, I make a video that's outside of anything that I usually do, and I get like even my regulars don't even show up for it. So I don't know what it is. Robert, okay. Okay. I need to open up a subject matter jurisdiction. Okay. And then what? And then what? And then what? Nobody ain't gonna look at it. Ooh. Y'all gotta tell me. You see something? Say something. You know what I'm saying? I would love to. I could react to anything. I'm very, very, just like I can react to anything. I've been the same old me stuff. But to whatever the thing is. And it would be great. But I don't know what the subjects are. My algorithm looks different than y'all's. You know what I'm saying? Like, this channel is a reaction channel. So I'm kind of stuck with reacting to things. But I got to know what to react to. Like, what do y'all watch when y'all ain't on here? What do y'all be looking at? Hey, you know what? Let's have a talk. What do y'all be looking at put on here what y'all be looking at when y'all ain't watching? Daryl, what do y'all watch on YouTube? Like what videos do y'all click on? Like things, body. Oh, there was a body cam video that I saw. I was looking at yesterday. It was like not a hoarder. It was a squatter. You know what kind of stuff I like I find interesting? Evictions. Like, because they always say the same thing. I never got the notice. they always, they always say they never got the notice. Be like, that's so funny. That's one thing that never show up, the notice, because clearly none of them get it. Like, they all say the exact same thing. It's like all the people in prison who be like, I'm not guilty. Oh, your garden. Oh, you make cabbages? That seems like it would take forever to grow a cabbage because it's so big. Rebecca over here got a garden, honey. Planting cabbage. Ooh. La da 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 da. Mr. Penn. Who's Mr. Penn? Who's Mr. Penn, Valente? The Mississippi Island case. What's that? I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. The Ford ignition key.
Let's see what that is.
And other items that I alluded to in my earlier testimony include your photo ID and credit cards with your name, or credit and or debit cards with your name on them.
Oh, you're talking about Nolan Wells?
That you did not search and find yourself, right?
That's correct.
Oh, y'all want to know what I think about Nolan Wells? Yeah, I love the eviction stuff. This shit is so hilarious. But yeah, the Nolan Wells thing, right? I'm gonna tell you what I think. There's this thing that happens. There's this thing that happens. Okay, so since I was a kid, like I don't know what they call it now, but all the movies back in the day would have it'd be like, all the movies and everything were mostly Caucasians. Like that's just always been the case. And then they would have this little sprinkle of little pepper in there. They have one black character, and they were always we used to call it the token. The token black person in it, right? But in real life, that is usually the case. That was a true thing, because I remember in high school that used to be the case. There would be this group of all white people, and then they would have that one little black friend in the mix. I've always used to be so scared. I always had white friends, but I've never been in a white clique though. I've never been the token in a white clique. I've never done that. I would be so nervous. You know what I'm saying? I had my friend Monica and I had my friend Christy, and I would bring those two together. But those were my two separate friends who happened to be white. But they were very different, from each other. They were like two completely different animals. Like they were completely different, even types of people. And I could be around it, but I could never. And this is the reason why. The idea is that if they, when they, what, like say, it's like they have a different type of fun. Like I remember we used to go to these like college parties and stuff like that. And there would be mostly like white people there. Like it's like all kids and stuff. We're all kids like 19, 20, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21 is the older people. And it would be something I noticed about how white people like kid like when they're that age, like how they play, especially the guys. In fact, exclusively the guys, like the white boys. They play weird. They like you can't fall asleep around them. You can't pass out around them. The shit that they think is funny is dangerous. It be this dangerous shit. And they do it to each other and they think the shit is hilarious. And so, but so then you put a token black person in there who's trying to fit in, trying not to stand out like a sore thumb, even though clearly they are. But once these boys start doing all that crazy shit that they do, it's going to hit a point where they're going to do something and that boy is going to take it funny. He's going to be like, how am I not supposed to be offended by this? Because they are different. They're different. As soon as he reacts to it, they're going to react to how he's reacting to it. And then there he is on a fucking island. You know what I mean? Now he's on an island with like a group, because all it takes is all of them could be pretty normal, but all it takes is one of those guys to actually have a weirdish background, weird parents, weird shit going on in his house. So he has underlying actual kind of hatred-y things to start tripping. And then it's a matter of how much willpower all the other ones have. Because if they're followers, they're not going to stand up for you. They're gonna fall back and be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And let it happen. And then the expectation is well, more than likely we'll be fine. We'll get away with this. And there you go. And now you on an island and your mama's like, I don't know what happened. Like this. First of all, you don't go out on an island with as the token. Like you can't be a token on a boat. You know what I'm like, here's some general rules. Don't be the token on a boat. You could be the token at school. You could be the token at your own house. You can be there's places where you can be the token, but you can't be the token on a boat. Okay, that's Caucasian sports. You can't, you ain't supposed to be there like that. I saw this video. There's a movie with Regina Hall, and it's like Regina Hall and I think Jennifer. What's her name? The one that used to be married to Ben Affleck. Not J-Lo. The nice one, the Jennifer, the one, her it's like three girls, it's like three women, and then it's what was it called? Let's see, Regina Hall. I can show you. I saw the little video thing, like a little picture of it, and my first thought was, oh my God, she's on an island with them. Little it's weird because we live in this, but my sister would think this is hilarious. We live in a society, but we live in a society where the stereotype is thrown out there. Jennifer, I know, right? She the nice one. Come on, nobody. Yeah, Jennifer Garner. Yeah, the nice one. Yeah, nobody likes. I don't think anybody likes Jennifer Lopez at this point. I mean, like honestly, in all honesty, what's there to like? As an actress, she has zero range. She's the exact same character and everything. She refuses to play an ugly role. You remember when Charlize Theron played Monster? She played that crazy serial killer chick. She looked so hideous. And then she showed up at the premiere for it looking like she got dipped in gold, honey. Like Jennifer Lopez refuses to play. She wants to be an actress so bad, but she plays the same fucking role. The beautiful woman who got swept off her feet by a rich man. Every single one of her fucking roles is that. Like every role is her getting saved by a rich dude. Like this and him being like, oh, she's just a meager little whatevers. And then some rich man sees her and it's like, oh, and saves her. And she's pretty when she's poor and then she's still pretty when she's rich. It's like, at least take your makeup off for the first part. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's completely glowed up, like, at all times. Like, ew. She can't sing. In retrospect, I'm not sure she can dance. Like, as you can see, I do not like J-Lo. I do not like J-Lo. So yeah. Oh, the movie is called, here it is. It's new. Regina Hall movie. I guess I gotta put new movie. But the images. There it is. The 5-star weekend. Okay. All right. So check this out. So I saw this and, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I saw this right here and I thought to myself, Regina, run. she on an island. She on an island like this. I was like, I saw this and I immediately thought, oh my God, Regina, no. You can't be doing that. You can't be the token on an island, the token on a boat, the token on a cruise ship. You can't do it. You is gonna go overboard. And they gonna say you did it to yourself. They gonna say that. Like, you can't do it. It's not worth it. It ain't gonna be worth it, baby. You can't do that. You just can't. There's just rules. There's rules. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she a one-trick pony. Freaking J-Lo. She definitely is a one-trick pony. She got on my nerves, bro. Like, Jennifer Lopez is so annoying. She's so annoying. She's so annoying that it's just annoying. Like, ugh. The Cell is a good movie. The Cell. That sounds familiar. Yeah, but this is so weird too. And then there's like this hostile thing between I saw some of a couple of clips from it. I finally just went ahead and just looked at a couple to see what it was about. But apparently this girl hates for the Regina in this. So even the thing I was looking at, I was starting to get like nervous. So I was like, oh my gosh, she gonna kill her. She gonna kill her. Cause she apparently her character is rich and keeps paying for things for everybody for this trip. And this one right here, I guess, is poor. And so she's like mad because, I guess she thinks she uppity or something. Like, I don't know. I keep hearing people say that this movie is so good, which makes me think something's probably wrong there. Like, because just the preview that I saw, I now got to go back and look at and see who those people were who were saying how good the movie was. Because I think it's going to be telling, I think. Ooh. Yeah, but yeah, my thoughts on that are that's why selling out does not work. Okay? This is the reason why selling out does not work. You can pretend, you can try as hard as you want to fit in with people who actually hate you. But all it's going to take is one moment for them to have the opportunity to throw you off the ship, and they're going to throw you off the ship. They don't like Nolan. They didn't like him. They were pretending to like him. He wanted to believe that, like, because this is another thing too, like the Nolan Wells, apparently his mother is mixed. His mother is, I'm not sure what, but she's like Asian, and I think from looking at, pretty sure she's like Asian and black, and then the dad's just like black. So because Nolan has a little bit of something that isn't black, what happens is people, like when you're a mixed person, not speaking from reference, because I'm not mixed. I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just speaking from what I've seen, what I've observed in my 46 years, so 48 or whatever, however old I am. You know? I can't even remember no more, y'all. But like, go to 1 minute. Dave talks about what I mentioned. Oh, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, I'm surprised it lets you put a link in there. I didn't even know you could put links in the chat, like that. You guys could put links in the chat. I mean, I know I can, but I didn't even know you guys could even put links in the chat. Oh, it's probably because you're a moderator, because you're a mod. Okay. Yeah, but oh shit. My brain went off. Ooh, yeah, Asian and black. There you go. Yeah. So because he's mixed in his mind, that he's thinking these kids are not going to see him like they would, like they're not going to be as, pissy with him as they might be with somebody else, because, it's like this, but it doesn't translate. It never translates. It never does. And all it takes is like one person. They don't all have to have plotted against him. It only takes that one moment where one of them actually had some resentment, already was just kind of like, why is he here? It's okay. Well, I'll be nice to him. But as soon as anything happens, the person turns on him. And then it's a matter of if everyone else who's there is a follower or not. Because you either are a follower and afraid to speak up, or you are, a ride or die, which is we about to fight our way out of this, bro. Right? You either got to ride or die, or a follower. And if it's a follower, you're fucked. If it's just you, somebody who hates you, and a bunch of followers, you're fucked. That's what that means. And I think that's what happened to Nolan. I think even looking at the picture of the guys on the boat, I feel like I could tell which one it was too. Like the one who just who was the one who actually had the hate, and then the other ones were just followers. The one who he thought was his friend was just a follower. And so when it happened, he didn't want to stand up for him, so he stood up against him. Because he's a follower. And he didn't want to be singled out also. If you're a follower, the last thing you want to do is make yourself a target. So you're going to you're going to lean towards the bad one, the bad person. You're going to be like, oh, I'm with you, because you don't want to be the target. And that's what happened. I know exactly what happened there. Happens all the fucking time, especially now. Okay. There's a sport happening. This shit is happening in a sporty way right now. And Black folks need to be, moving accordingly. She want to be a statistic, baby. Ooh, ooh. That's what happens, though. I mean, even his dad, after this happened, Nolan's dad was like, when they were asking him about it, he still like didn't want to believe that, like, don't want to believe what? Like his son was surrounded by his friends. When he goes a missing and then come up dead and none of his friends have an answer, none of the friends who were with him have an answer what happened. How are those his fucking friends? What do you mean you don't know? And what do you mean you don't want to think it's something bad? Of course, it's something bad. It's just a matter of what the fuck happened. Like the fact that it's like he's still trying to token. Like his dad is still trying to token. His dad is still like, well, I don't want to rock my own boat. Clearly, the family has embedded themselves into this community that actually fucking hates them. And they don't want to admit it yet. Like the dad, at least, I don't know if he's changed now, but when it first happened, he definitely was not wanting to say anything. He was like, I mean, I don't want to think that it's that. Like, bitch. Our first thing I'm doing is cussing everybody out. Okay. Everybody getting cussed out. Everybody getting called everything they can be called. Okay. Absolutely. Positively. Okay. Ain't nobody getting no peace until I get some answers. Y'all gonna want somebody to go ahead and go to jail behind this just so y'all can get some peace from me. Absolutely fucking not. That's basically my opinion on the Nolan Wells thing. You get what you pay for. Tokens get spent. There's a saying that says tokens get spent. That's not the same thing as he deserved it. That's just he got what he paid for. This is like it's like a thing that happens. Like you put yourself there. You know what I'm saying? Tokens get spent. That's what they do. Did I lie? Nope. They do. That's what they get. They want to be the thing, and then they get spent. Some of them get spent in a normal way. Some of them get spent permanently. And his poor self got spent permanently. And now, at least they got like, they went the route of getting all the, the coalition. They got the coalition now. It's so crazy though. Like this coalition that's like fighting for them, like the lawyers and stuff like that. What's it called? Like it used to be like Louis Farrakhan. You would show up. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever that's called, just call it the coalition. You get the coalition because they loud. You know what I'm saying? They force the people to pay attention because they're so loud. At least that ladies now they got that going on, so maybe they can pull themselves out of their own tokeny stuff, move out of that goddamn neighborhood. Okay, I think they got another son because, in fact, I'm pretty sure they have another son. I don't know if they got a daughter or not, but I know that they have Nolan got a brother for sure because there's two of them. Because I thought this one was him, and it turned out that was his little brother. I think Nolan's the older one. But there's another. He got a brother that looks just like him. What do you think the chances are based on where they live at? What do you think the chances that his little brother ain't also a token in his own circle? He definitely is. It's because of where they live at. He's a token too. His brother's a token in it, and heaven forbid that if that's where they live at, that's where they go. They go to this island for fun. The people who live in this place. His brother gonna end up on a boat too one day. If they don't learn their fucking lesson. His brother gonna go on a trip with his friends. And he gonna be a token with an anchor tied around his ankle. Like he needed you gotta learn when to learn your lesson. You got to learn your lesson. We'll see though. You know what I think I'm gonna watch tomorrow though? Speaking of Regina Hall. the Scary Movie 6. I'm gonna tell you something that I loved about the. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw the clips and stuff like that. It's where Regina Hall and Cindy, and they finally come back together or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, Cindy," and then Cindy's like, "Oh no, like she MAGA now, right? Like she's like a trumpet." She's like a, and it's, and then, and then Regina Hall's like, she's like, "Girl, come here." She said something about, she always thought she was something, whatever. "Come here, give me a hug." And I was like, oh my God, that's a generation thing though. Cause that's how it always was with like us. But like now everything's so, who's woke, who ain't woke, what's woke, how woke. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's so sensitive now. Everybody's so sensitive about everything all the time now. And that is like, that's our generation though. That's like how it was before. It's like you gotta be able to compartmentalize certain things. Like everything, it can't be all or nothing all the goddamn time. But I love that. I was like, oh my God, exactly. That's more accurate. You know? Yeah, it's hilarious. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch it. I think I'm gonna watch it tomorrow though. Let's see. My house always had, oh, here we go. Let's see. Marilyn said, "I guess I don't know a lot about that, but my house always had black, white, Mexican, and even a Korean girl. My daughter's collected people, not bar. Oh, they collected people, not Barbies. Oh shit! They all came to my house and always hungry. Yeah, like Caleb, my daughter, she like her friend group would be like, it looked like, like a collage of like, it was like one of everything. It was like one of everything. I was like, God, it's so funny. Like she just got one of every type of friend, and I think that's the perfect situation. How do you do that, Valente? You don't mean I can't do that on YouTube. They'll take my whole channel if I try to play a movie on here. They'll take my whole thing. I wonder if you could do it on I know people do that on they do it on what's it called? On on Discord. I know they do it on Discord. Like they'll watch movies on Discord. But I don't know if what they mean. Like, do they mean like they'll just be on Discord while they're watching a movie, or they'll be watching the movie? Like, say I'll play the movie on my Discord and people watch it. You know what I mean? Like, is that legal? I don't know if that's legal, y'all. Is that legal? Is that a thing? Anybody in here know? Was anybody in here ever like in somebody's Discord, in another Discord, and watch his movies in there? Anybody in here? I'm gonna have to check it out. Oh, let me put a link to the Discord. Because I opened up my Discord now. My Discord is now just open. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, that's the problem with J Lo. She was cute, and that's all she was. That's exactly the problem. Nobody ever said J Lo wasn't cute. That's all she was. She wasn't nothing but cute. She had no range. I know, Easy. I know. I think it feels like it's gonna get me sued. I don't want to get sued by that's a big ass lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna take my drawers. They gonna they gonna they gonna take my my office mug. That's all I got. That's all I got. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. See if I can. I gotta learn how to I gotta appoint some mods first, actually, I think. Here for now, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. Here you go. Here, I'm gonna put a code in here for the Discord. I'm gonna try to get in my Discord. It's just an open Discord now. And I'm gonna figure out this thing. And if we could do movies, like if it's a thing, I'm gonna look it up just to make sure. And because if we can, then we could do some movie things in the Discord. We can watch movie together. I'll post it on there. And you guys can watch it. We can watch it together and react in real time to things. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Discord link. I'm gonna pin it. Oh, wrong thing. That's why. Yeah, so click on that. I need you to be in the Discord. And then when I figure it out, because then I also send out a alert when I go live and stuff in here also. And when I post a new video on my other channel. You know what I'm saying? Yes, honey. Not the whole movie. Yeah, but even parts of it. Even parts of the movie. On here, you can't even play like little pieces and stuff without it. It's gonna fuck you up. So, but on Discord, I'm gonna check it out because I know that my daughter does that, but I don't know what type of stuff she plays on there for her Discord. Like, I know she does it, and like they'll be watching stuff, but I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it just has to be something that isn't like a paid thing. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause if it's something that you can watch for free, I think it's fine. But if it's something that people have, like, say, like if I did the scary movie, because I have to pay for that, that's like me giving it out for free to people. So that's the type of thing that could get you sued. But if it's something that's free already, then, I think it would be fine. But I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? I am. Yup. So I'm checking. I'm gonna look in on it. But in the meantime, just get to the Discord if you're not already in the Discord. Like those of you, most of y'all probably already in the Discord. But if you're not, that's the link. And then, you know what I'm saying? We can have some watch parties and stuff. Fun times. Fun times. Fun times. Ooh.
Did you conduct any searches?
I don't recall if I did or not of your person.
So it'd be fair to say you don't know where certain items were found at the
Yeah, you
time
don't know
that
where the things
you learned
were.
of there being items found, correct?
No.
No, as in,
No, I knew those items were found on you in the search. Maybe not the specific pocket, but I knew the officers found those items in your possession.
were you at the scene of the search?
No.
So how do you know where they were found?
Because they were turned over to Detective Stern as your property.
How do you know where they were found, though, if you weren't at the scene?
Because I was aware officers searched you, and it's not reasonable to believe they were randomly in the grass at the house you were at in a city that you've indicated you're not familiar with.
Can you strike that last answer from the
Can
record?
you strike
I
the
didn't
last
refer
answer?
to any house, grass.
You asked
City.
an open-ended question. His answer will stand. Your request is denied.
So it'd be fair to say
I'm
that
gonna post my bail.
in the question I did not mention a house, grass, or city.
Okay, I finally got 60 likes. Well, that's comforting. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. Appreciate that. Benjamin said he gonna post my bail. Y'all gonna post my bail if I get internet arrested. Save me
That'd
from
be fair to say?
myself.
You didn't mention it, but I know you were found at a house in the city of Waukesha. And I know you're not familiar with Waukesha because that's what you told me when I interviewed you.
Can you strike that last answer?
Request is denied.
On what grounds, Your Honor?
You asked the question. He answered it. If you want to limit, ask leading questions.
He said, what, wait, he wasn't supposed to answer my question. Can you have him unanswer my question, please? Like, why not?
Direct him.
He know he opening up doors. He know he opening the doors.
That is your right. During cross.
You made reference to the house where the detainee was found, the grass, the city. Could it be possible that that's where they were found? The items that you are referring to?
No.
Even though it'd be fair to say that you were not present.
Correct.
You got this, Daryl. I believe in you. Is what I would say if I
You
believed
made a
in
lot
you.
of reference to
Ooh.
the body pain and
Hit the like
having
button
to
for
be
mama.
checked at the hospital and being medically cleared. Would that be fair to say?
Y'all, let me get some red emojis in the chat. Okay.
Yes, we took you to the hospital for clearance.
Are you yourself a doctor or have any training in the medical field?
No, sir.
So it'd be fair to say that you cannot know how a person's body is feeling. That'd be fair to say?
Yeah, that's what Bubba said to Daryl. Ooh, Sammy. Hey, boo. Was you sleep? We've been in here 2 hours. 2 hours. Ooh, yes, honey. Sammy said, if you're here, you might as well hit the like button. Why not? Why would you not? You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. Why would you do that to mama? Why? Why? Make sure you subscribe, okay? Like, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Help mama out with the subscribey wivey, okay? And if YouTube ever lets you do it, hype the video if she ever makes one. I don't know if live streams even do that, but I think it's a waste to hype a live stream. So don't even hype my live streams. Don't bother with that. Now, hype the videos that I post on my second channel. Do that. Hype those. Hype me up. Ooh, hype me up. Okay. The better those do, the more free time I have to be on here on live stream, just doing random shit. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna free me up. But I gotta get that going. You know what I'm saying? Yes, honey. Oh, you was sleeping. Okay. Yes. And if you see fit, become a member. It's like an easy way to support the channel. You know what I'm saying? Become a member. You know, boom, pow, ooh. It's an option. It's an option. Yes. Tammy, hey, boo. Yes, honey. Thank you, Sammy Sam. Mama, appreciate you. Yes, you do. I knew you were asleep. I was like, she over there asleep. Usually I'll be like, she over there playing that game. I was like, I don't know. I think she might be asleep. I figured.
I can't explain exactly what another's body's feeling, correct.
So it'd also be fair to say that there's a possibility that you can be incorrect about assumptions made to pain reference. That'd be fair to say?
I think that depends on the circumstance. In this specific circumstance, you told me.
The last follow-up, if he wants it.
Okay.
Next questions.
You made a reference on one of the exhibits. I'm not sure exactly which one it was. It was the first interrogation in the police holding room in the hospital. In that exhibit, you made reference to the FBI being present because you were short-staffed. Do you recall that?
I don't recall exactly what I said, but I recall acknowledging their presence, yes.
And you made a reference to short staff. Can you explain what does short staff mean?
I don't recall if I said that or not.
I don't know if it's exhibit 172 I'm referring to. Or can you pull up exhibit 172, please?
You referring to the photo of the identifiers and the items found?
Is that
172,
172?
yes.
Well, I don't think, is it 81 then I'm referring to?
81 is the audio.
She'd be like, hey, you want to go to breakfast?
Okay, it's
She'd be like,
81.
oh, where are we
81
on?
is the video and audio.
Of the,
Was it just the audio? I was right the first time. It's
okay, I think it's 81.
You would like the audio recording from the hospital.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a part you'd like to direct the state to when they pull it up?
Because it's the audio, I'm assuming it'll be probably as soon as the defendant is brought into the room.
It was played starting at 4 minutes and 25 seconds through 14 minutes and 25 seconds. Do you want it started right at 4:25?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The state would please assist with that.
How long would you like it to be played?
Do you know how long you want it played, or do you want the whole thing? The same clip?
I don't need the whole thing played. From what I recall, the point that I will refer to is pretty early in that.
Well, how about we start at 4:25 and then you say pause, please, when you want it to be paused by the state.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
He's right here. I'll go grab you. I'll tell you. Tight.
It's Darrell?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Darrell. I'm Jeremy Wojciechowski. I'm the FBI.
FBI.
Yeah.
FBI.
Yeah.
I'm Mary. Yep.
They're just kind of helping out because we're so short-staffed tonight. So,
Thank you.
It's paused at 4 minutes and 56 seconds. Go ahead.
From hearing the audio on this exhibit 81, do you recall saying that
Yes, Daryl.
the FBI was present because you were short-staffed?
Uh-huh.
that is my voice. I don't recall saying it in the moment, but that's my voice.
That is your voice.
That is me
That's his
talking.
voice. He said, that's my voice.
So from your recollection, do you recall being short-staffed at that time?
Yes.
And can you explain what the short staff mean as far as at that time, what would short staff mean?
That we were just very short on resources with what happened down at the parade route and the mass casualties and the amount of officers it took to secure that location. We were very short on people.
And
People were called in off duty.
You made reference to the short staff being the reason why the FBI was present.
Yes.
Is FBI usually present in the situation of short staffing?
Bob. Hey,
No.
boo. What's going on? It don't have nothing to do with it, Marilyn. That's the Daryl way. Bring up some random shit that nobody cares about that it isn't relevant. Just bring it up and then just keep pushing the point. Whatever you do, don't talk about the trial. That's Daryl's method and his madness. Okay. Oh, thank you, Easy. Thank you, baby. Mama, appreciate you. Uh-huh. Ooh. In your vlog, it's funny when you said your dad was one of the last ones. He's in the last batch. Oh, no, I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why I say that. Like they were baking cookies because my grandmother had like 16 kids. She had them in 2 cycles. So she had like the first set and then there was a little bit of a space. And then she started back up again. And then they had like, and then she had the second set. So my dad was a part of the second set and he was one of the younger ones of the second set. So and like, this is how it used to work back in the day. They would have all those kids. And because the older ones, as they would grow up and move out, like say they would get married, move out, get a job, whatever, they move out. When they would move out, they would take with them one of the little ones. Like one of the younger ones, they would take them with them when they would go. And so they're all so close because they're siblings, but they also have parental relationships also. Like where they're actually brother and sister or sister and sister or whatever, but one of them helped raise the other one because they took them with them when they left. And it's like it's like this amazing thing that would happen. Like I was like, wow, that's crazy how that would work. And that's why I had these people who I thought were like older, but they were the same as my dad. But they seemed like they would be like great uncle or great aunt, but in actuality, they're just an aunt. But they just were like they seem like the parents of my aunts and uncles, but they're not. They're actually the siblings. It's crazy. It's weird. But that's why I would say she's a batch. He's in the last batch. Because it kind of is last. I mean, they were having them like they were bread. Popping them right on out. Yes, honey. I'm going to show y'all. Like, to those in here How many of you guys haven't checked out any of my vlogs yet? Put a 1 in the chat if you haven't checked it out, because you just don't know what it is, what is the point of it, and all that jazz. So I'm gonna give you guys a little preview of just like what it looks like what it's like, because you may just be thinking something different than what it is. And I need to get y'all, I need to recruit y'all on over there is what I need, okay? I need y'all to be over there. Also, I mean, yeah. Let me give y'all a little preview of Mama's vlog. Okay. Mama's little vlog channel and how it goes and how it works, etc. or whatever. Okay. Yeah, so I've kind of been wanting to just do that. So something that I'm going to go do, I'm going to go to either Barnes & Noble or Books A Million or something, and take you guys with me, and we're going to see if I can find a journal. I want one that does a magnet closing. So I have kind of an idea of what I'm looking for. But it's harder to do it on Amazon. It's like, it's hard to commit. It's hard to commit to one particular one. But we've done our hair. We washed the hair. Yes, we did. We washed it. It's clean. Ooh. And so we're going to go and do that. It's hot as balls, I'm sure. I don't even know what temperature it is, but I'm sure it's hot. It's been like hot, and then it's been raining also every day. It'll be like, yeah, it'll be like hot and it'll be raining, which is weird. You guys, I think my house is haunted because I'm hearing a noise in here, and I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what that noise is, but I'm hearing a noise, and it's starting to bug me out. It's like something's falling or moving around or something. Never have I ever known this place to be haunted, but you know what? It would make a funny story. If I didn't have to be in here by myself, it would. But anyway, let's go and go get Mama a journal. Come on, come with me. But she did in the video where she was talking about something, which means it's all the time. It wasn't a fluke when it happened to me, right? So this is how it works. Like when you write things down in a journal, they become like things that don't exist yet. Like say if I write in my journal, like I'm definitely gonna write in my journal because I always write it. I can't believe I now own my dream townhouse, 3 stories, rooftop terrace, and like I have my dream car. I'm driving around in at this point it's the Ford Bronco, the Raptor. You know what I'm saying, in the color blue, like a royally blue color. When you get real specific and you talk as if the things are already here. So what happens is it takes it from, well, she didn't say this, but this is how I think it works. Is that once you write it down on paper, it takes it from being a thought that you have to the thought that you have to now having a physical form in this realm, in our realm, in the realm right now. And when it has that, the universe makes room for it and makes a place for it, and it's real, and now it's real. And as long as you're like moving, whether you're moving towards that on purpose or not, as long as you're moving forward, period, you'll end up there. Because it's like that already is, it's like destined. It's almost like you creating destiny. It's beautiful, right? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just to give you a preview of the type of it's like it's not that serious. It's like it's just me vlogging, me going places, me, and talking about stuff. So that's the vlog. So if you would have any interest in that, I have a second channel and it's a vlog channel, and this is what I do I post every Wednesday. And subscribe and watch the whole videos. You know what I'm saying? Like and comment. Help me out with the algorithms. Ooh, I can't hype them or anything until it's monetized. Apparently, it has to be monetized before the hype button's even an option. So we got a ways to go with that. Ooh, but sorry, did the wrong one. Yeah, I just wanted to give a preview to those who haven't even bothered to look at it because you don't know what it is. You don't even know what it means. You don't, so you didn't even bother to ever go over there and check it out. So that's to give you an idea of what it is. Okay. And that's it. That's how they move. That's how they go. Okay. Okay. Ooh, thank you, Sammy. Sam Mama's vlogs, all the best. Go check them out. Yeah. I'm trying to grow it. I'm trying to grow it. Like that weird egg that we watched earlier. Oh.
Maybe
rocket science, honey.
Off, or do you
yes,
need it?
I'm sorry, Johnny.
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure.
Are you
if
sorry,
you needed
girl?
it, it's up. All right.
Sometimes I forget it's still up there.
Thanks to us.
Yeah. And you made reference to recording the interrogation on your phone, correct?
Yes.
And why would you use your phone to record an interrogation? Especially one of this magnitude.
Because the camera in the room didn't have audio capability.
And were you informed of that? Or let me back up. When were you informed that the camera that was in the room did not have audio?
I don't recall exactly. Prior to the interrogation.
And who were you told by?
Hospital security.
Was that the first time you had ever used that police holding room in that hospital?
No.
I don't live nowhere near no Grand Canyon, Benjamin. I don't even know where the Grand Canyon is, Benjamin. I don't even know where that's at, if I'm being honest with you. Okay? Is that even in America? Was that Arizona? Seemed like it would be Arizona. Is that Arizona, Grand Canyon?
So it would be fair to assume that you were aware that that room had cameras.
Yeah, would it be fair to assume?
Yes, I knew it had cameras.
And have you ever conducted an interrogation in that room before that evening?
Interrogation, no, but I'd use the room for other purposes.
So what prompted an interrogation in that room that specific evening?
Well, as I explained in my earlier testimony, the situation down in the downtown area of Waukesha where the mass casualty incident had occurred was very fluid. It was still unfolding at that time. We were learning more and more and more about what occurred. We decided to start the interview at that location to see if you'd be willing to shed light on for us as to what you did or did not know. And again, I'll go back to statements I made earlier. There's a risk inherent with every transport. I didn't know where your ultimate final location was going to be that night. So to now start bouncing you from facility to facility to facility unnecessarily was just something we made the decision not to do.
Where is it, Benjamin?
And at some
Where's
point,
Grand Canyon at?
the detainee was moved to the Muskego Police Department, correct?
Yes, you were moved to the Muskego Police Department later in the evening.
And when did you learn that that would be a location that the detainee would be going to?
We made the decision to try to use that location after the first interrogation attempt.
I'm sorry
Big Mama travel.
I didn't hear the last part.
I'm sorry, after the first interrogation attempt.
First interrogation attempt. How would you define attempt?
Oh my God, Daryl.
Well, when we were at Waukesha Memorial Hospital that night in the police holding room that we've discussed, I read you your Miranda rights verbatim from the Waukesha Police Department Miranda statement form.
And then what?
And at that time, you indicated you didn't wish to speak with me.
Oh, Daryl, why?
So it would be fair to say that the Fifth Amendment right was exercised at that point.
Right to silence.
Under the Fifth Amendment.
Yeah.
So acknowledging now the fact that the Fifth Amendment right was invoked not to speak, or as you say,
It seemed like
the
it
right
would
to
be.
silence.
Yeah, the Grand Canyon did seem like it would be Arizona. It looks like it's desert. It looks like it's like a hole in the desert. I'm surprised I got that right. Let me ask you this. What's the thing that's in Vegas? Isn't there like a big landmark thing that's in Vegas? What's that thing? I think it's like a dam or something. What's the thing that's in Vegas? Well, I don't know if it's in Vegas, but it's in Nevada. It's like a dam or something. I think it's the thing that was in it was in the movie with the Decepticons and the Autobots and the Optimus Prime. I can't believe I can't. I can think of the characters in it, but I can't think of the title of it for some reason. The Hoover Dam. Oh, is that what it is? The Hoover Dam. That don't sound familiar though. What's that? There's something else. Oh my God, I would love to see the Sphere. I have this image in my head where I want to go to Vegas. Well, right now it's hot as it is, probably exactly like the devil's asshole right there right now. So, but I've had this thing like I want to go Transformers. There it is. Jesus. Yeah, in one of those hotels that face the Sphere. And are like with no disruptions, like where it's like right there or whatever. Like and stay in one of those rooms that are like facing looking right at the Sphere, where you can see the Sphere. Isn't it funny? Even in my dreams of travel, I'm still in a room and not coming out. Like, I'm in the room looking for a good view that I don't have to leave my house to see. Even in traveling, that's the thing. Isn't that something? That's crazy. That's terrible. The Fountain of Bellagio. Oh, is that the one that's like right in front of it? Yeah. Is that map in your living room marked? Oh God, no. And it's not even like it's not like a map. It's like blue or what, like everything's like, oh, actually, no, you can see the places on it. And it's a canvas. So, I mean, I guess you could mark it, but there ain't gonna be nothing marked. Damn sure not outside of the United States. Not a nothing. Not a single thing. Mama ain't went nowhere, honey. Nowhere. That's what she's trying to manifest. That's what Wednesday's vlog. It's supposed to be a manifestation vlog. It's me listing all the things that I want and try to envision to be able to acquire. Fingers crossed and but that's what this Wednesday's vlog is supposed to be, a manifestation vlog. So a lot of field trips.
Silence. Why did you continue to record on your phone?
Yeah, why you do that?
So we are trained at our police department when you do an interrogation, the recording is to be left on
The Mirage.
pretty much until you try to effect transport. So typically what we would do is if our building hadn't been under construction, and when we'd been able to get you back to our police department, where in that situation we may very well have transported you, just because we would have had a municipal lockup there and we could have held you for the night. But that again was difficult based on the fact that we didn't have that possibility at the time. So if someone's in an interview room and at our police department, we'll leave that, even after the interrogation's over, we'll leave that video running until we come back and remove the individual from that room.
Even once a detainee has invoked their right to silence, you still continue to record? Is that a standard practice of your agency?
Yes, it is, for as long as they remain in the room.
And so when did you start recording?
Are you talking at Waukesha Memorial Hospital?
Correct.
Prior to you entering the room.
So you started recording before
Uh-huh.
the detainee entered the room,
Uh-huh.
and you said you keep the recording on until they leave the room. So would it be fair to say that there should only be recording while the detainee is in the room?
No.
And you did say for the record.
That's so funny he says that, but then you see what he does when you leave the room. You leave the room and Darrell's in there trying to make phone calls and shit. He's peeking in people's tablets and papers and shit. Trying to make slick phone calls. And then he's like, why do you need to be watching me on camera and stuff? Why do you need to be doing that? How dare you catch me in the act so many times? It's not right.
That's standard procedure in your agency.
In regards to the interview rooms at our normal police department, which wasn't available at that time. Yes.
Would it be fair to say that you were not at the normal police department?
Yes. However, with the audio, I was still trying to make sure I followed the policy to the best of my ability.
Benjamin, you trying to get mama off? Benjamin said, get in the car and get lost. You'll learn a lot. Yeah, like how to die on a back road. I live in the South and I am not Caucasian. I cannot be driving around getting lost. Okay, I won't ever be found. No. No. Okay, I will not be made an example of. All right? Absolutely not. No. I got trust issues, honey. No, Benjamin. Absolutely not. That's my fear. And I'll get lost. Oh, I'll get lost. Indeed, I will. I will get lost because I have to rely on GPS so much. And I remember this one time I was headed home, like home. And not like to where I live here, but where I'm from, like I was like on my way there. And I think it was when my sister died. Yeah. So, and it got me on this road. I knew it was a straight shot, like 2 hours of a straight shot on this one road, and I would be in my town. I knew that. Like I knew that. I've done this a million times. I knew that for sure. But GPS, for some reason, told me to turn right suddenly out of nowhere. So I turned right. Then it tells me to turn left. So I turn left. It tells me to turn left again. Then it tells me to turn right. It tells me to turn right again. And it tells me to turn left. I shit you fucking not. For some reason, GPS just suddenly decided to take me off of the road that was straight and put me on a side, like where houses and stuff were. It took me off of the highway thing and just had me doing a S shape, running side alongside of the highway. It had me doing this on the side in the neighborhood, like things. I did this for 20 minutes before I said, oh my fucking God. I have gone right, left, right, left. That's an S. I just did an S for 25 minutes. Before I said, you know what, fuck this. And I got back on the main road, and sure enough, it was the stretch. I was like, why did it do that? Why did all of a sudden GPS decide to just send me on a side quest? It just did that out of nowhere. I was like, oh my God. Like, I don't know what that was, but yeah, so I gotta be careful because I require GPS so much, and GPS will lie to you, bro. GPS will lie to you. Like, I don't not believe that it could be hacked, and GPS could lead you to places. Like, somebody could have you led to them using the GPS. Like, they could hack it and actually have people led to a certain spot. I was like, oh my God, that was crazy. On our back road that way. I know, freaking GPS. And I come from the time where we used to like use maps, physical maps. Like, and I know how to read one too. I learned as a little girl how to read like the maps, what all the little things meant. When we used to ride to Tennessee, whatever, like in the summertime, we would go to Tennessee, and I was the navigator. I had the map, and I used to navigate for my mom with the map, and that's how I learned. Yep. And now GPS be trying to kill me.
Can you show proof of that policy?
It's trying to lead me to a Hills Have Eyes type situation, you know. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever watch The Hills Have Eyes. I need to know how many of y'all have seen that. The Hills Have Eyes. Have you ever seen it? Put it in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen it.
See? I don't have it.
I don't have it.
So it'd be fair to say that there's no way to determine if that truly is policy if it can't be proven.
Objection, argument.
Grounds.
Sustained. As to the form of the question, it's argumentative.
How can that policy be proven?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained. On relevance grounds.
You gonna come find me? Yeah, I'm gonna need to get rescued. Thank you, Sammy.
Do you know where that procedure is located in your agency rules?
Objection, relevance.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Yeah, that movie was crazy,
Grounds for the
right?
sustain, Your Honor?
Relevance grounds.
I'm still traumatized from that movie, The Hills Have Eyes. I'm still like, that stuff stays with you. That's crazy. Only 2 of y'all have seen that. Benjamin and Miss V.
Relevant. Not relevant. Next question.
It's not relevant?
No. Keep going. We can take it up later outside the presence of the jury at our afternoon break, but for now, keep going.
I follow, Your Honor. I apologize.
Keep going. You're good.
So once the detainee was taken to the Muskego Police Department, that would be a pretty standard police department. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, standard police department.
Yes.
And a second interrogation also took place at that police department, correct?
Yes.
Any reason why the first interrogation couldn't take place at the same police department that the second one took place at?
Well, the first interrogation, again, wasn't at a police department. You know, Muskego was utilized as they had a lockup facility.
Go part 1 and 2.
So we interviewed you there.
Around what time was the detainee taken to the Muskego Police Department?
I don't recall the exact time.
And you also stated that another law enforcement officer.
I apologize for the interruption, but I just want to make sure my jury is in good shape. If you want to just take a moment to stand. It's a little slow, I think, for them, so we're just going to stand for a minute. Again, my apologies for the interruption.
Look at Daryl. He's like, wait, what do you mean slow? What are you trying to say? That what I'm saying isn't interesting? Is that what you're saying? Yes, Daryl, that's what she said. That's exactly what she said.
Anyone on my jury need a break? Are we good? I'd like to keep going. Anyone? Okay. No response to that. They said they're good. All right, we'll sit back down. And again, my apologies, Mr. Brooks. Hopefully you know where you were.
Yeah.
Oh, the fact that you can chuckle.
It was another law enforcement officer who actually did the transport of the detainee at that time, correct?
Yes.
And you stated earlier in testimony that you and your partner followed behind that transport. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And I'm assuming at some point that you will actually strike that.
Too late.
You stated to
strike
being
it.
present during the booking process into the
They fell
Muskego
asleep, Tammy.
Police Department. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
So why couldn't interrogation be conducted at that time, which would have been more ideal considering that you said there was a lockup. I forgot how you referred to it, but basically like a room where the detainee could be secured.
Well, you had been talking about at that point when we arrived at the facility with you that you hadn't eaten all day, you hadn't slept, so we wanted to give you an opportunity to eat, sleep, clear your mind, and refresh yourself.
And what bearing would that have on interrogation?
Well, I mean, you said you hadn't eaten, you hadn't slept. So I think a person is more focused when they're fed and they're rested. So, we wanted to give you the opportunity to do that.
In your opinion, how would that have affected interrogation?
I'm going to excuse the jury. We're right now, so if our jury, we could stand for the jury so I can take up a legal issue, please. All rise.
Look at Daryl. Daryl, you're doing a great job. Don't be insecure. You're fine. You're killing it. You're nailing it. You're gonna be free any minute now. Just keep striving. Just keep driving. Wait, no, don't drive. Just keep being the douchebag you are. You'll go very far. Okay, maybe not far, but you'll go straight to hell. Ooh, with gasoline draws. Okay. Just focus, Daryl. You've got this. Can't nobody take your pride. Can't nobody hold you down. Oh no, you've got to keep on moving. That's Diddy-o. Did he do it? Yes, he did.
All right, thank you. Be seated. So I'm going to take up two issues right now. One is when I paused earlier and told Mr. Brooks I would allow him to, it was regarding the policies. I want to know, as the proponent of the evidence, why you think that's relevant. And then secondly, the questions I believe that you are asking related to the interrogation unless you can convince me otherwise, go to a legal issue that this court has already determined, but I'll hear you out on that. I didn't want to make an assumption, but I also didn't want to have you question this witness about what really are legal issues that this court previously addressed regarding the admissibility of the interviews.
Well, to the first one, about the policies, that's relevant because I think it should be stated for the record why he left his phone recording after he acknowledged that the Fifth Amendment right to silence had been invoked. At that point, interrogation is supposed to stop completely.
Well, I understand what you're saying from a legal perspective, but that doesn't mean the recording had to stop in and of itself at that point. He did provide an explanation on the record.
His explanation was that it's policy, right?
He answered the question, why do you believe having a specific policy and him testify about the specific policy is relevant to his testimony?
Well, I believe that if that's in fact policy, it should be proven. It should be proven that that's a fact, that is a real policy. For all we know, he could just be saying that it's a policy. And at that point, it makes him continuing to record after the Fifth Amendment had been invoked.
Well, right now, you assume facts that are not in evidence, sir. And so you're the proponent of this testimony through your cross-examination. And so without something more, sir, I don't see where there's relevance as to what the specific policy is.
Can you see what I'm getting at, though, Your Honor? If he's saying that this is a policy of his agency, he should be able to prove that that's policy. Because at that point, if there's no way to know that that is the correct procedure that they use every time, then
you're,
why?
again, making a lot of generalizations that I don't think are accurate as to what he said. This is a trial, sir, where the allegations in this case are that you drove through the Christmas parade, right, and caused death and injury to a number of individuals. There's also those other charges related to the bail jumping, the battery, and frankly, his conduct isn't on trial. We're not here about a police misconduct trial. I'm not saying that some of this information might not be relevant to his credibility, things of that nature, but you have to, again, you're the proponent of this. Why do you believe those policies relate to an issue of fact in this case or otherwise go to your defense?
I believe that is relevant because it can show that at the very minimum, that first interrogation and anything related to it should not be admissible as evidence.
That's a legal determination that I've already raised. Your attorneys represented you at that time. They made a variety of arguments. So to then make this trial about that interrogation, it's not relevant.
I'm not making the whole trial of it.
But the issues are legal issues that this jury will not be asked to answer. I've already ruled on the admissibility. That's a legal determination. So I'm not seeing the relevance to those specific policies, and there is simply no requirement that the state or this witness has to prove those policies. You are representing yourself. Hold on, let me finish. You're representing yourself. I'm not aware of any subpoena that required him to bring those policies with. So that would have been on you if you felt it important to cross-examine him on those policies to require that. I'm not aware.
Yeah, Daryl, it's on you, Daryl. Don't worry. It's just on you. Like Bubba. You know, it's on you.
Of that. Have you done that?
Obviously, it was going to come up.
Did you issue a subpoena ducis tecum to this witness to bring with any of his policies related to interrogation?
How can I do that myself, Your Honor? How can I do that from from a jail cell.
You were given all of those blank subpoena copies, sir, and you could have filled that out in a way for this witness to require. You didn't do that.
So who would have served him?
The state would have. They served your other subpoenas. But be that as it may, that's not what we have here. So I believe that your line of questioning is on a topic that's not relevant to the issues in this case. So I'll give you one more opportunity. Why do you believe that questioning him about the policies are relevant to your case?
Yeah.
It's relevant to the case because why would he be recording before people are even in the room and then after?
Well, that's argumentative, sir. So that's not a legal basis.
Well, because you be lying on people. Remember you had said that they had slammed you on the ground. Boom. They had slammed you and you needed some MRIs and some CTs and some X-rays. You needed all those things and you were going to definitely need surgery. Remember you said that? Remember that? Okay. If we're not for the cameras, you just a fucking liar. You a lie on people. That shit is wild, bro. But yeah. Did it.
Once the Fifth Amendment is invoked, interrogation is supposed to stop. Period. There's supposed to be no more recording, no more questions asked.
That's not it.
That should be the end of the whole interrogation.
These are legal issues that you're trying to raise before the jury. I've already dealt with the admissibility, so you've not provided a legal basis to further question this officer about policies related to the interrogation and the recording. He has answered questions. I gave you some leeway on that, and his answers are before the jury. Certainly you'll be able to argue the meaning of that or the lack thereof during your closing arguments if we get.
Ooh, you guys. It is 1:24. I did not know it was that late. We only had 3 hours. I did get on here late though. That's my fault. My bad. But if I'm a hot mess when I wake up tomorrow, I won't get nothing done. So, mama gotta lay her head down. Thank you. Ooh, for coming in and hanging out with me. Ooh. That lady, hey boo. You know how some YouTubers review prison calls for Alex Murdaugh? Ooh. They got prison calls once for Alex Murdaugh. Let me peek real quick. Let me just peeky. Ooh, let's see. Alex Murdaugh prison call. So they do.
Of murdering his
fun out there.
Alright, Aunt Liz wants to talk to you.
Are you and John Marvin getting to do anything at night where y'all can have drinks and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes.
I hope you get a chance to do that.
Okay.
Alright, I love you.
Love you too. Here's Aunt Liz.
So you know.
Hello?
But
Hello?
he finally gave me the phone.
Dad, I don't have an exact figure. A couple tens of thousands maybe. Just selling pieces of equipment.
Alright. Well, I love you and you
What are you redoing your bond hearing tomorrow, or does Jim just give them the psych evaluation?
meet south of the border and ride the rest of the way?
Yeah, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going to stay in my own car.
You got books on tape or something to do?
No, yeah.
That is so weird. Oh. He's so creepy. Y'all think Alex Murdaugh, y'all know he about to get a new trial because of that lady who was talking to the jury and saying, you know, just kind of leaning them into like talking to them like she knew for sure that he was guilty, and like it was just like a matter of fact or something. Like she just kept kind of doing that. So because of her, they're having a whole nother trial or whatnot for him. You know, is anybody thinking that there's a possibility that he's not guilty because of that, or what? I'm not. I know he is. He seems extremely guilty. It's giving guilt. But that's just my personal opinion, okay? Ooh. And here, Darrell's prison. I don't think they even have those yet still. Darrell Brooks. Yeah, see, Darrell's is still just the ones like, there's no like hearing calls where you can hear. Where you can like hear the calls. That's the transcripts. But not phone call, not the actual yeah, I'd like to hear them though. There's only the scripts. I want to hear them. I want to hear the phone call. I wonder why that doesn't exist. Nobody seems to have it. Or maybe something happened with it or something. I don't know. Either way. All right. I holla. I holla. Ooh. Yeah, he definitely killed him. That's my opinion as well. That lady. It's my opinion as well. Guilty of sin, honey. Later, Gators. Oh, hit that link at the bottom of the chat. Go to Mama's channel. If you're not subscribed to it already, you can subscribe to that. That's the link to Mama's vlogging channel. Okay, going over there. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, if you click on a video though, watch the whole thing. Don't click on it till you're ready. We watch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it messes with the little numbers. You know, let it play through. Leave a comment. Like it. Subscribe. All that good jazz. Okay. And Mama love you. Yes, she do. Ooh.